Thursday, the 28th of April, 2022. That's it. I got the rest right, but I got the year. I was like, what year is it? So much suspense. Here we go. You're here. You're all here. Thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I had a little bit of a... Forgot the pub keys. I've had a little bit of a wiggle around with the bar taps, just to make it a little more kind of like bar-y in here. Coffee, few nose beers before I hit the drop. Brilliant. Hello everyone. Hello Daniel Bell. Thank you very much. I met Daniel Bell today. Daniel Bell was really kind enough to bring me some chili beers, chili food, and chili stuff. Yeah, brilliant. Right, I need a beer. I am gasping, parched. What any other words for it? Anyway, I'm thirsty. Should we get a beer open? Bottle of Franciscana Vice beer. There he is, Captain Meat. Hello, Daniela. How you doing? Glug, 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 glug. I love the sound of a glug. I love the sound of a glug. Oh, Adrian Morley is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant stuff. I love this drink. It makes a difference having a superb beer doing the live stream, you know. Makes a complete difference. Do you know that Tiny Rebel beer on the Perfect Draft last week? Again, what did I have? 3 pints? 4 pints? Give me a stonking headache in the morning. Stonking hangover. Sometimes you got to wonder, haven't you? You know, 3 or 4 pints. What was it? 5% ABV? Didn't have much of it. I woke up, rocked my head. I was like, oh man. Oh. Anyway. Get the chicken out my teeth. Off we go. Sediment City. Yeah, look at that. Right. Should we sip and... Feel lucky to be alive. You know when you... Sun setting over there. Great beer in my hand. I feel really lucky to be alive. Cheers, everyone. Oh, yeah, yeah. New to the channel, love it, keep it up, good work. Anthony Marson, awesome. While me and Daniel Bale met in town, there was a little old lady that come up to us. Why are you wearing face masks? We're in the street, like, you know, 2 meters apart, as everyone's still doing. And she went, you're not wearing face. I said, I've had COVID. She went, so hit the like button down below. We've got 88 people in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button. Can we get to 89 people? Can we get 50 likes in? Cheers, good beer to be cracking open. Paul, easy, slim. Hey, cool ride. How you doing? Any home bagging else tonight? Mike, no, thankfully. Cool ride. Who's at Brew London? I'm at Brew London. I'll be is it the 5th next week? How much is it? Do you still do press-ups and eggs in the microwave? Adrian Morley, we're still doing everything we possibly can to stay fit and healthy. Hello, Sammy from Germany. How are you doing? We got 101 people in. Getting down there's going to be hard. You be all right, cool, right? Get down there, son. How much you spend up at Brew London, Si? Oh, I don't know. Varies, like, you know, varies. There's a lot of bars, a lot of breweries. You know, good friends of mine come over, come and have a pint. You know, that sort of thing. So, it's a beautiful place. It really is a beautiful place. 14 likes away. 14 likes away from 50 likes. Come on, everybody, hit the like button down below. I'm the same. I might as well be from Yorkshire. I don't like the underground either. Not as bad. I'm all right with it now, but I used to be terrible. And there he is. Hope you're well, Si. Good week. I got Monday. off, so looking forward to the weekend. Big Kev, here's the great even. Ashley, yep. Simon, you ever had any beers made by Bullhouse Brewing Company? I have, yeah. I had a green lager from them, I think. Local brewery to me in Northern Ireland. Should check them out. Neil, I have. Brilliant beer. Captain Meat, I'm waiting for Better Call Saul. I'm waiting for them all to come out. Because I like to batch watch. I like to batch watch them all. I might get halfway through and start watching, but that would mean I'd still have to wait a few weeks. I forget, see? I can't remember what happened last series. I know it's all kind of like tying up now. Finally able to do a Thursday. Jack Paddy, hello Jack, how you doing? Liam, evening Simon, happy Thursday, what are you drinking? Francis can of ice beer. James Hickey, I don't like cider, my friend, so I won't be doing the new cider on the perfect draft. Not a fan of cider. One more like then. Can we do just the one? One more like for 50 likes. Blimey, gone are the days of 100 likes in less than 5 or less than 3 minutes. We used to do 100 likes. We used to storm out the blocks about a year or so ago. But it's it's to be expected. Everybody are let loose. They're able to do what they want to do now and have fun. And nobody, well, to say nobody's the wrong word. Nobody's the wrong sentence. Lots of people out busy doing stuff now, aren't they? Out and about doing stuff. Francis Can is quite good. Tony Two Shoes, how you doing, mate? Got the 50th like. Sending me a white chocolate Carolina Reaper bar as a replacement, Simon. So that'll be with you in a few weeks. Daniel Bell, awesome. Have I ever tried Butty Back? It's a really good beer, Butty Back. When I was a pub manager, I used to sell it in my pub. Really good. Semi-local to you, just over the border. Oust, yeah, really good beer. The other one I prefer, Butty Back, is good. For me, better, HPA. Pint of HPA on cask. Get that right. Get a good pint of HPA. It's a dream. Absolute dream. Leo, well, beer, I'm not sure, to be honest. Anyone tried the peanut brittle stout from Lidl yet? Is it worth picking up? James Hickey, I got it. You've probably seen the video. I've got it to review. I won't be doing any reviews tonight, obviously, doing a live stream. I like to show them off. I like to show off the beers. Do I look forward to reviewing them? I've had some good ones from Lidl. I've had some bad ones. The thing with it is, it can quickly become monotonous when the beers are terrible. If you're drinking bad beer after bad beer after bad beer from the little beer festivals, it can become tough. It's not easy keeping that enthusiasm. When you do that introduction, that it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, that introduction is difficult when you think that the beer is not going to be so great. When are you on the toilet with a Japanese chocolate? Oh, blooming neck, big Kev. Daniel Bell. Where you all from? What you drinking? Says Cool Ripe. I am drinking a Lagunitas hazy on the Creps. Right, Cool Ripe is in Skipton and he's asking, where are you all from and what are you drinking? Carib in Ben Nevis. Carib's from Asda? Tesco? Really? Oh my goodness me, I haven't seen him in a long time. Good old Jim McDonald, where's he been? Yeah, he is. Why are you not doing as many food reviews lately, Jim McDonald? I've never been so busy with the beer, Jim McDonald. I've never been so busy. It has been bonkers. I am reading all where you from, where you're drinking. The new releases. So in the last 2 weeks, we've had Madry, Heineken Silver, Lidl's Beer Festival, Tesco brought beers out, Asda have brought beers out recently. It is absolutely chocker at the moment with beer. Chocker block. Plus then, I got wonderful people out there sending me beer. I feel like there's like a, it's only fair. People spend their hard-earned cash. They send me beer. I've got to get round to it. It's pushed the food reviews to one side for a bit. But I have done 4 this week. I've recorded 4 food reviews this week. So they are coming. They're in the pipeline, if you know what I mean. They're all there, kind of in the pipeline. Jack Paddy saying a nice surge of subscribers in the channel. We've seen. I was going to call the video, actually. I was going to call this live stream. We've had a wonderful week at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. But then I thought, we'll discuss that anyway. People have seen that it's been really busy here lately. We've picked up a lot of subscribers. We're doing rather well. And I want to stand here and say thank you to you guys for all of that wonderful kind of like probably sharing with your mates and getting people to follow is absolutely wonderful. But the viewership is doing me proud at the moment. I'm really proud of the viewership. We're about either tomorrow or Saturday morning, we should be back up to 400,000 views. Now, I didn't realise when I was digging out the garden, I didn't realise that I was, not the word neglect, but I wasn't putting as much energy as I wanted. It wasn't even like a thought. I thought I was. I thought I was putting in the same effort. But what I was doing, I was recording videos and then getting straight out there, and I was kind of like not paying too much attention to the channel. I wanted to get all that kind of land out the garden. And the channel suffered a little bit. I mean, probably to you guys, it didn't suffer, it was probably doing the same kind of thing. But it suffered a little bit. But we're back up to 400,000 views for a month, which is absolutely fabulous. It is absolutely fabulous. 400,000 views a month. That is terrific. We're going back to where we were almost like about a year ago, where we did 500,000. That was my best month when we did 500,000 views in a month. That was just bizarre, brilliant. Are those going to be moved back to Fridays and even Saturdays, Thursdays? A little weird to get used to. Tony Two Shoes. And I'm going to get one from Hazy Haze as well. Quick answer to Tony Two Shoes. I've got lots of comments coming in. No, we're permanently Thursday. Permanently Thursdays. If we can all just get used to it. If we can all just get used to this Thursday setup. One more effort, in the morning before work. One more effort. Should be cool. Should be cool. Hazy Haze, sorry, I got a Glen Affric Easter beers includes your brighter days ahead. Amazing beer. Thank you very much, Hazy Haze. And then John at Lord's Brewing Company's had new tanks delivered. Really, doing really well. Doing really well. Putting some tanks in the brewery. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Tommy, see you next week. See you next Friday, Tommy. Friday, Saturday, I'm gonna come straight up to your office. I'm gonna bring down probably a couple. There's some amazing beers in Brew London. I'll probably pack light because I'm coming from Wales on the train. I'll probably pack light, but I'll get some awesome beers for you, Tommy, at the Printworks, like I did last year. I'll go around, have a little snoop round, find the ones you want, pick them, and I'll go to the bar and I'll get you some wicked beer, Tommy. Super cool, super cool. But then again, I bet at the end of the festival you've got about 1 million beers anyway. It's lovely. I'd love another walk round actually. So I'll see you soon, Simon. Printworks London. Printworks London, yeah. Next week, Printworks London, Brew London. I'll be there. I can't wait. I'm really excited. It's a brilliant venue. Absolutely brilliant venue. exciting venue. It's like you can feel the history in the building. You can almost feel the printers still clacking and banging, and the place is enormous. Enormous. It really is. It's just a fabulous place. I love it. Blimey, is it Thursday already? Butcher Benny, how you doing? This stream is the only way I know what day of the week it is, Butcher Benny. Where's the McSpicy review? Scouse. Put in McDonald's McSpicy into the YouTube search and you'll see my review. You'll see it there. I did it last year. Brilliant burger. I absolutely loved it. So Scouse. Here's a tip for anyone. Think of YouTube like a Google search engine. Search bar, hit the search bar. Whatever you think that I might have reviewed, put it in there. Put it into the search bar, into YouTube. I'm pretty sure you'll find my reviews. Yeah, I loved it. I recorded a video of a chicken burger today. I'm really looking forward to it. Really busy times, but I'm thriving off the busy times. Should be really cool. Next week's going to be amazing. Brew London. So this time next week on the live stream, I'll be going to bed and then I'll be waking up about 7 o'clock in the morning, getting a train straight to London. I think my train's about 10 to 7 out of Caddixton. And then I'm on the train from Cardiff to London. And then I got to do a little bit of underground stuff. Don't forget to bring me a beer, Simon. Oh, yeah, Tommy, I'll bring you a beer. Don't you worry about that. McDonald's in Poland creates Ukrainian burger and half the money goes to Ukraine. Great idea. Daniela, that is amazing. Daniela, I know you live in the UK, but has anybody been affected yet by the gas being shut off from Russia to Poland? Is anybody suffering? And Bulgaria, by the way, as well. Enjoying some Oakham Ale Citra tonight. Sweetie McTwix. Pogue Mahone, I know you're not a big fan of Guinness, but have you tried it in Ireland? It's meant to be much better. Not really. No, I haven't. I've not tried it in Ireland. Definitely not tried it in Ireland. I'm not really a Guinness fan, if I'm honest. Bulgaria has an alternative source of gas, so we're not really going to be affected. Oh, there we are, Tudor. Cheers, my friend. I won't say anything. I forget I'm saying it live to the world. Beer Hook have a Ukrainian keg for the perfect draft, and profits go to Ukraine. Jack Parry, that's cool. Yeah, totally, yeah. Well, find you, Si. You can show me some good beers to try. I'll be there. You'll probably find me at the Brew London, at the Lord's Brewing Company bar. Kenny Joe, ASA, how you doing? Prices in Poland from gas will cost a fortune, Daniel. It's hard work, isn't it? Some Guinness pubs serve outstanding Guinness. I should try it. Before I comment, I should try it, shouldn't I? I should really try the Guinness in Ireland before making a comment. Do you think beer is better in different countries, or is it all the same taste? Some beers don't travel. I know there's some beer. I know I was speaking to the head brewer of Brains, and he was saying people in London don't understand Brains Dark because it just doesn't travel well. But they come to Wales, to Cardiff, and they have Brains Dark in the pub, and they love it. Absolutely love it. So that's just one example of beer not being able to travel. But I'm sure a company like Guinness, a massive company like Guinness, I'm pretty sure, unless they have a different batch, I don't know. Who knows? Hello, Charlie. How are you doing? I'm okay, mate. Do you think beer... I read that one. How many days per week do you drink beer? Eric, I don't count. I don't count calories. I don't diet. I just do plenty of exercise. What I try and do is think whatever calories go in, see if I can burn off the same amount. But I don't count. I don't, you know. Hey, I just watched your ghost ship keg hack 1-year-old video. Thank you. Jim D, how you doing, Jim? How are you doing? Thanks for watching. Camden have just put out a vanilla lager. Wonder what that's like. Sam K, that's interesting. A vanilla lager. Sam K, where can I get that, please? Can you comment? Where can I get that vanilla lager, please? Had Budvar sauce in Cess last month. Unreal how good it was. Klansman, I bet it was amazing. I bet it was absolutely fantastic. Jack Bandit, Guinness is notorious for not travelling well. Ah, there we are. That's the reason then. Pint of dark on the arms pack. I mean, I can't. Pint of dark. Up the park for a pint of dark and a Clark's pie. Mark, Frank, we have a pub in Barry called the Park. So we go up the park for a pint of dark and a Clark's pie. Simon, why don't you, John Paul, come together and spot Mr. Bale a trip in? Thanks for his contribution to the channel and his kindness towards you. Mark, Frank, that's a very good blooming thing to do, isn't it? I will chat with the boys, John and Paul, and, see what we can kind of come up with. That would be, a pretty cool thing to do, wouldn't it? Daniela, sorry, are you coming in Saturday for Beer Festival too? Friday, Saturday, home on Sunday. So I'll be there Friday and Saturday. Daniela, if you go in, come and say hi. But make sure you introduce yourself. Say Daniela from the Stone Crow live feed. And I'll go, yeah. Because otherwise, I've had people coming up to me and for whatever reason, I'm like, who? And then they go, they're kind of shocked because I see, all I see here is messages. I don't see what people really look like. So I won't recognise you because I won't know what you look like. Simon drinks beer once a week is what we see on his live streams, just me. If you could have your top 3 best beer, what would it be? Stewie? Oof. I'm going to go Styles, Stewie. Styles. I'm not going individual beers. That's impossible. I'd say Weiss beer, number 1. Followed by New England IPA, 2. Followed by Stout, 3. That would be my kind of 3 style choices. Hey, what am I drinking? I'm drinking a Weiss beer. Franciscana. Speaking of Guinness, was it Tesco you had the coffee brew from? Yes, Mark Jones Gibbon. How you doing, mate? Fancy a go, and they don't have it in the local one. Mind you, it isn't very big. Matt Jones, I've seen it in Penarth today, Penarth Tesco. They had loads of it there. The band from the Beatles. Put your finger. Annual Real Ale Craft Beer Awards on the Stone Crow. Good idea, I reckon. Darren from Blackpool. Darren, I think it might have been yourself asking this earlier on the channel. I actually opened a YouTube channel years ago, years and years, called Beer Awards. YouTube Beer Awards, it was called. And I just never really knew how to... What's the word? Implement it. I never really knew how to do it, if that makes sense. I thought about it long and hard because I think there's like the MTV Music Awards or the BAFTAs. I mean, there should be something on video, shouldn't there, for people. I'd like to maybe, The Stone Crow Awards. Stone Crow Awards for beer. Something. Sergio Mine, hello Simon, everyone else. Hello TJ, the lads. The missus got some Guinness cold brew from Western Avenue today. We're about to crack one open. Butcher, let me know how it tastes. It's quite a good, I quite liked it. Just ordered the punty game at Untitled on the Blade for the weekend. I took a gamble on punty game a few months back. Love it. Fun and football. It's lovely, isn't it? Lovely pint. Lovely pint. I say it every week, but I need to get beers myself for that Blade. The trouble is, being a beer reviewer, it's difficult. When you're not drinking beer, you just want to sit down and relax, you know? Not the last thing you want to do, but it's funny. Tomorrow night I got a 40th to go to, and so I changed the Stone Crow from Friday to Thursday because I wanted to sit in my new garden with some Vice beers, or go camping, or do something, or, you know, have the weekends to myself. Since I stopped on a Thursday, on a Friday, and done the Thursdays instead, I haven't had a Friday off. I have not had a Friday off. I kid you not. Just been busy. And yeah, tomorrow night I've got a 40th. Mel's work colleague, she's 40. Love her. It goes, as soon as you hit 40, it goes blooming downhill. But yeah, it's just, I'm looking forward to a Friday when Mel gets in from work. The sun's shining. We either go camping, or we sit in the deck chairs and just talk all night, drinking beer, you know. Can't wait for one of those. You did a lot of reviews before 10 a.m. this morning. You're non-stop, lol. I know, Daniel Bell is absolutely bonkers. Oh, we got our first super chat of the night. This is not a super chat, this is just a comment. Can't have a beer today, but I'm off to Dublin next week. I'll make up for it then. Hope everyone else has a great evening. Sergio, well done. And Mo 1993. Mo 1993 with our first super chat of the night, £1.79. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, Mo. Cheers, Mo. How's it going? This is lovely. Love it. Absolutely love a Franciscana. Really good stuff. How do you rate Orchard? I don't like cider, so I'll never do it. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan. Right, we got 177 people in. Should we drive this stream? Can we drive this stream? Can we go 150 likes? Come on, everybody, hit the like button down below. There's a like button down below. If you can hit the like button down below. No, I'm not buying the pro version of that. I think the days are gone, to be honest. I think the home bar thing, home drinking, it was a situation thing for me, and it was a situation for lots of people. I don't think I just don't. I think it'll grow. Oh, Lee W, I seen your comment earlier, missed it. Simon, has Mel tried her cans yet? Lee W, no, but I have. I've been reviewing them. They're in the pipeline, Lee W. There's some crackers. What did I have? I think I had a pale ale. Really good. Lee W. Yeah, can we do 150 likes? Hit the like button down below. Come on, let's do it. Joe going to send his contract, change that. Sid Cannon, well done. Yeah, I see. I read the news. I had a little scan of the news before I come on here tonight. Hello, Paul Goggin. How you doing? Hey up, hey up. 127 likes. There's a like button just down below. There's a like button. Hit the like button. Get us to 150 likes. Come on, let's do this. If we can build the stream by liking the stream, more people will come. And we'll break into 200 people tuned in. That would be great, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be great? But we got to get there first. We got to push it. Lol Factory. My hair has grown a lot since last time. You haven't tuned in for a while, have you? Stewie, absolutely Stewie. 10 more to go. 10 more likes. 10 more, 9 more, 9 more likes. Come on, 9 more likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Evening, Simon. Tried the Guinness coffee beer after your video. Really very drinkable. Ross, it is. It's a fabulous beer. 151 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. You guys are just fantastic. Just bought Perfect Draft. What's better in your opinion? Blade or Perfect Draft? Lewis Williams. I like them both. I think they're both fantastic machines. If you want a really big choice, then Perfect Draft. Big choice of kegs. If you want the Rolls Royce of beer machines, I think so. By the Blade. It's wonderful. QPR sacked Mo. Have they sacked him? That's a shame. Didn't quite make the playoffs, did he? If any of you else made you skin, would you buy beer from Little, Aldi or Asda? Michael Richards. Oof, that's a really good question. Michael Richards, I would buy beer from Lidl and Aldi. I would buy their Perlenbacher. I love the Perlenbacher. Perlenbacher Weiss beer or Rheinbacher. Rheinbacher Weiss beer. I used to buy spat all over the screen. I used to buy Perlenbacher. I remember when Perlenbacher was 80 pence a can. 80 pence a can for Weiss beer. Chocolate, coffee, pecan, pastry, tiramisu, nugget, waffle, cookie, marshmallow, fudge, cookie stout. Anyone else gets sick of long descriptions in beer names? Stout will do, says Big Kev. I think we're living in a world of pastry beers at the moment. Don't worry, Michael. Missed your video today, Simon. Any good beers in the range? Paul Goggin, have a look. Have a look at the video, mate. Drinking Shango Dubu Brendan Brewery, unbelievable porter. You review it, bang on. Did I? Did I review that beer, Joe? I can't even pronounce it. I love the Pelforth Blonde. What other tub do you recommend, similar to Pelforth? Pelforth. It's a blonde, Belgian blonde. Quite nice, isn't it? Go for it. Evening, everyone, says Oscar. Captain Meat's having a chat with Big Kev. Hey, I'm out of beer. I'm going for a beer. I'll be back in a second. Francis can of Weiss beer. Chicken, but not very spicy. Mega pints. Right, here we go. Perlenbacher in Spain at Christmas. 35 cents a can. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Talking of mega pints. Here I am. Mr. Mega Pint. There he is. We got our second super chat of the night. Stone the Crows. It's needed the weekend. Irish craft beer guy Alan Mead with a €2 super chat. Thank you so very much, Alan Mead. Alan the Milkman Mead. Simply wonderful. How much different between bottles on the perfect draft? Is ice skill corn McSpicy? I've done it on the channel. I've done it. It's on YouTube. Did it about 8 months ago. Really tasty. How much different is it between the bottles and on the perfect draft? Oh, I don't know. But like bottles and perfect draft, I think you pay a premium. You definitely pay a little premium with a perfect draft, but the beer quality is immense. The beer quality is fantastic. Lewis, Stone Nose Crows. Oh, for the Vice beers, Jack Paddy. Yeah, it's Vice beer. You mean like Franciscana keg versus Franciscana bottle? It'd be cheaper to buy the bottle. Cheaper to buy the bottle. It's a funny one, isn't it? I like my Blade because the beers were really different. Somebody mentioned a beer earlier on a Blade, a lager, and they're hooked on it now. I can't remember the name. But I bought a Birra Messina keg on my Blade, and it was incredible beer. Absolutely fantastic. But is it worth to do, you think? I'm just starting to drink Vice beer now. Jack Paddy. If you can get Franciscana Royal, which is a 6% ABV Vice beer, the top end version of Franciscana, it is a beautiful, beautiful beer. And it's so worth it. So worth it. On the keg, I mean, on the perfect draft. You can't buy Franciscana Royal in a bottle. Well, you can't in the UK. You probably can in Germany. Do I exercise? Yeah, all the time. Joe Appleton, what inspired you to grow your banner, Simon? No inspiration at all. I just thought, let's have something a bit different. Let's try something different. I've heard great things about that. I'm going to try them out at the bottle first. You, Jack Paddy, go for it. Try the Franciscana. I used to buy this. Do you know, only a few years ago, you could buy this for £1 in Home Bargains. It was always £1 in Home Bargains. Absolute steal. And then the price just crept up now and crept up. Now it's like, it's quite pricey now, Franciscana. I think 4 for 6, that's £1.50 a bottle, but you've got to get it on offer. It's quite tasty, that is, per bottle. Tesco used to sell it pretty cheap. Yeah, now it's like £1.50 a bottle. But it's still good beer. I don't mind paying £1.50, to be honest. You kind of hope things are going to stay the same and your wages are going to go up, don't you? Simon, what is your go-to half-ice beer? Is the correct answer. But I'd like to know. Dog Stockings, yeah. It would be Vice beer. My go-to beer would be Vice beer. Thornbridge Bliss Point, a little £1.79, good price. The whole year in. Sounds good. I haven't had it yet. I'm going to about to. Although I might have had it in Sainsbury's, but that's all right. Go for it. Stewie's going to buy $100 worth of different beers. Oh. Enjoy. £2.25 a bottle in Ireland. You love it on the perfect draft. It is good. It is good, isn't it? Alan Mead. It is a really good pint. I love it. Why Stefano's good. There he is. Pepperoni on the vodka. Managed to get here tonight, mate. Large vodka and time to kick off. Yeah, let's do it, Pepperoni. I checked out your reviews earlier. What did you do? What have you done this week? I like the camping one. I like the camping food one. I thought that was awesome. What else have I watched? What else have we done? The chips is it cheesy chips? I didn't watch that because I'd done them myself from B&M Bargains. What else did you do? Oh, that was only yesterday, the cheesy chips, wasn't it? I think I tell you what I did buy. I went to Iceland and I bought that sausage. The is it TGI Fridays? Mega Ultimate Sausage or something. So I got that to do. I haven't done it yet, but I got that to do. Thornbridge Brewery near Bakewell, such a great place with the homemade pizzas the whole year in. Amazing, yeah? Absolutely amazing. Incredible stuff. Ever had orange chips from the Midlands? No. I haven't, no. Are they good? Are they good? We got nearly 200 people in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. We're slowly moving in the right direction. I don't know, maybe I'm just pining for the good old days, I don't know. I'm not going to let it, by the way, I'm just going to be honest with people, I'm not going to let it peter out into nothing, the live streams. I'm not just going to let it peter and peter and peter. It needs to hit a certain level. It's a bit of a shame, isn't it, really? It's a bit of a shame. But I'd much prefer... Yeah, Stu, I mean, I'm trying my best, you know, you're trying your best, you're trying to keep it going. I was going to stop it for the summer. And come back for the autumn. This is a trial, Thursday night, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. Thursday night's a trial period to see if it's going to work. I don't know, is there a way of you guys kind of sharing, trying to get us to at least 200 views? At least try and get it back to somewhere where it was. I don't know, maybe everyone's watching the football. Maybe everybody's watching West Ham. I don't know. West Ham are on the telly. Maybe everybody's watching West Ham. Alan Mead put the membership in. The YouTube membership. Man United, Chelsea. Smash that like button, says Alan Mead. Yeah. Butcher Benion's off the Tiny Rebel in town on Saturday for day drinking. Love it. Can't wait. Haven't been out in 3 years. What shall I try first? Butcher Benion, I know. I haven't been out in ages. Out, innit? Out. I haven't been out in ages. God, I don't know. I'm like a bit of a bloody recluse these days. What should you try first? Tiny Rebel, whatever's on draft, have a look, see what's there. They've got the TV screens, haven't they, where the beer is? Have a look. We're not far away from 200 likes if you want to. Everyone's watching Man United. What's the score, Sergio? Is it a score already? Or is it only just kicked off? Daniel Bell's put the merch in for the whatchamacallit. Beers of Europe t-shirts and jumpers. Elon needs to buy YouTube. He couldn't afford it. Couldn't afford YouTube. You'd have to buy Google. He'll probably kill Twitter. He'll probably kill that. I never understood Twitter. I've never been a fan. I don't know. It's like an intellectual social media platform, isn't it? So all the book writers are on there. I've never really enjoyed Twitter, to be honest with you. I don't really see the point of it. It's like a British and American social media site. You don't see people from Poland really on Twitter. You don't see Europeans on Twitter. They're all on Instagram and other profiles. It's not really a thing, is it? I don't think, Twitter. I got to leave for work shortly and now I want a pint. Cheers from Alberta, Canada. Just kicked off. Hello in Canada, how you doing? Twitter is not intellectual, sorry, I'm on it. Always a red. Love it. 18 cans of Carlin for £10, says Brandon. You know what, Brandon, whatever you like to drink, this is a virtual pub. There's no snobbery here. If you enjoy a Carlin, you enjoy a Carlin. We're free falling at the moment. Free falling. Oh dear. Twitter has big Spanish world followers too. Really, is there? 156 people watching the Stone Crow virtual pub. It was pretty good. Pretty good for a Thursday. Everyone's watching the football. Williams, revising for these exams. Would love a beer. Absolutely fabulous. You know the thing with YouTube? Like, I'd love to put some music on, put some music on, ask people what songs they want on next, have a sing-along, have a beer, but you can't, can you? You can't play music. You can't put the TV on, or you can't, like, it's like, the problem is, if it drops out the sky, like it's coming back a bit now, the conversation don't get going, and I end up standing there like this, just waiting to read a comment, and it gets a bit flat, so we need it out there. The highest ever Stone Crow viewing figure was recently, we did about 700, about 4 weeks ago, 700 people tuned in, briefly. And in the good old days, we used to have about 1,000 likes. About 1,000 likes per stream. 1,000 likes per stream. It was pretty cool. It was pretty big. But then, life goes back to normal, doesn't it? What am I sipping? I'm drinking a Francis Can of Ice beer. Evening, Simon. What are you drinking tonight, says Lorraine. I am drinking a Francis Can of Ice beer in the bottle. There we are. Any plans for the weekend? So Friday and Saturday looking half decent weather-wise. It's going to be good. Weather's going to be good. Friday, Saturday. Friday, 40th birthday party tomorrow night. Danielle, I've just seen Daniela's comment there. I'm going to a Polish restaurant celebrating Mel's boss's 40th birthday party. And apparently, Daniela, for birthday parties, it's tradition to sink a shot of vodka. So that should be interesting. I'll be, whoa, that's strong, Shot of vodka. Darren is off the Crafty Dog Beer Festival at Ilkley this weekend. It's a 5-hour session. Any tips on how to pace yourself? There's so many beers I want to try. I'm worried I'll need to be carried home. Darren, your first couple of beer festivals, you'll get carried away. I got helped home from London once, when I went to GBBF. I just went, I slid down the bar. And I had Nick Otley on one side, and I had his brother, the other Otley brother, on the other side, and they literally dragged me through London. Otley Brewing Company, remember them? Through the underground, like that. I was gone. I was completely gone. And got me on the train. And I come round a bit on the train. I sat on the train a bit. But we managed to get home. Walk through the door. Hello, everything's fine here. Yeah, it was a bit bonkers. That's when I first started reviewing and drinking and properly reviewing beer and drinking lots of. I just going to the American bar at GBBF. Somebody'd hand you an 8% beer and you'd be like, go, 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 go. The vomit coming to Swansea. I love it. I like that one. Who said that? The Michael Richards, the vomit comet to Swansea. I really like that one. I'm never going to forget that one. Oh, cool. So if she is in Polish party, good luck for Mel. I know. We're both going tomorrow. It's a Polish restaurant in Cardiff. I don't know which one. You'll have to Google it. See how many Polish restaurants there are in Cardiff. Captain Meads, I hope Chelsea put 6 past. I don't get it involved in football. Callum Sowerby, £4.49 super chat on the Franciscana, on the perfect draft. Stunning beer. Hit that like button. Callum, thank you so very much for your support. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the £4.49 super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Amazing. Love Otley. The O2 was my favourite session. Otley's beers were brilliant. They were absolutely brilliant. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to Otley because they were so advanced. They were so advanced for their time. Do you know, in the UK, the very early craft beer brewers, do you know who they were? Literally the 2 original craft beer brewers. Thornbridge and Otley in Wales. Thornbridge in Bakewell, Otley in Pontypridd, South Wales were like the first 2 proper craft brewers. And to think that Otley don't survive anymore, it's a crying shame. Absolute crying shame. Because they produce some really, really good beers. My dad's brewery was very early on in the craft beer game. Freedom Lager. Is that your dad's brewery, Sam K? I've got Kolsch. I've got the Kolsch in the cupboard in the fridge. Oh. It was. They sold it. My aunt and his brothers on it. Oh, cool. Bunch of Grapes is an incredible place back in the day. Butcher Benyon. I've been there. Been to the Bunch of Grapes. I actually did an Otley Brewery tour. It was brilliant. I did it. It's on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I did an Otley Brewer with Nick Otley. I'm pretty sure. It's on YouTube. Pretty sure of it. The guy's like a designer. He's like, he likes his fashion. You know, he was a good, it wasn't just beer for him. It was, he was into fashion. He was a good guy. He still is a good guy. He's still around. But the brewery's not. But yeah, he's a good guy, Nick Otley. And his brother's a really nice guy as well. Twice as nice Aldi or Mango number 9 from Home Bargains. Lord. The whole year in. That's a toss a coin job, isn't it? Toss a coin. See which one you got to drink. Otley Motley Brew and Epic were awesome beers. Yeah, Philip James. Worst beers of all time. The whole year. They are the worst beers of all time. Along with Bellsbeth. Bellsbeth Extra Strong. So, let's start a conversation, shall we? Always a red. That's a fantastic contribution, Always a red. Thank you so very much for this £5 contribution. I really, really I'm pleased. I'm really pleased. Thank you so very much for that. 200 likes or I'm gluing myself to the bar, says Always a Red. £5 super chat. Thank you so very much. Do you know, when you need your regulars the most, they always come through. When you need your regulars the most, they come through. I think without saying it, without talking about it, it's obvious to some people. Of course it's obvious to some people. It may not be obvious to others, but Always a Red in a bit of code talking here. Thank you so very much for your support. It just helps us get along, you know. It just helps us carry on as a full-time YouTube channel. The memberships, the super chats, all of it. It just helps us along. You know, all the kind of trips to Brew London and all the purchases and all the beers we buy from Lidl, and it couldn't happen. It couldn't happen if it wasn't for your absolute fantastic generosity. And I put as much back in as I receive, to be honest with you. Pay the bills, and then the rest goes back into the channel. All the beer purchases, all the food, everything, it all goes straight back in. Yeah, so this kind of trial period on a Thursday, it needs to work, really. It really needs to kind of work in terms of being able to keep pushing hard and doing the things we do. Thank you very much, Daniela. Thank you so very much. I'm never going to stand here like this, you know. I'm never going to, it's never going to happen, you know. I've heard some horror stories. Which, you know, people only do lives for super chats, and they're asking. Apparently, they ask like every few minutes, and it's like I wouldn't dream. I wouldn't dream of kind of doing that, going down that way. It's not in my. It's just not, you know, it's just not in my kind of function, my ability, it's not even ability, is it? It's not my way. It's not my way. What's your go-to beer if you had a lineup of all you tried? Which would be the one you grab? Probably a Vice beer. Vice beer. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's made my night, to be honest with you. It's really nice standing here talking to you guys, having a Vice beer. It's quite refreshing. It's beautiful. I'm enjoying it. But I got a question for you. I got a question now for you, the viewers. And my question for you, the viewers, is pastry beers. Hazy, just having the Brighter Days Ahead site. Had it before and we'll have it again. Hazy, thank you so very much. Yeah, all these pastry beers, all these non-sour sours, all of these overly sweet stouts. What's your take on it, guys? Comment now. Let's have a chat about it. I have the Trappist Blonde on the perfect draft for the weekend. Never tried it. Irish craft beer kind of meat. Beers on a budget could be a good theme for your videos with the cost of living. Yep, I used to like Eternal Sunshine or Faith in Futures by Northern Monk. There's a time and a place for pastry beers, never and no way. Non-sour sours, how does that work? Always a Red. They call them modern sours. They're just blooming fruit beers. They're just... What was the question, Sam K? The question was, do you like these pastry beers and these non-sour sours? These fruit beers with next to no sourness. I just don't get it. I'm just like struggle with the whole thing. Don't really like them. Don't like them. Too far heavy going. Don't really get it. Yeah. Amundsen. Oh, look at this. Really don't like them, says MKY. Um, Ross, I've recently gone mostly back to traditional bottled ales. I have, Ross. I'm doing exactly the same myself, mate. Exactly the same. I know I like this stuff. I'm gonna buy it. You know, I haven't read the rest of your comment yet, but I'm gonna carry on reading it now. But I'm doing exactly the same thing. Craft beers are great, but the outdoing each other with the sweet pastry and super hoppy IPAs is getting a bit too much for me, Ross. Yeah. Maybe there's like a lot of wasted bread or pastry. They don't know what to do with it, but make beer, says Grand Chefs. Simon, let's be honest, the Germans make the best beers and they use 5 ingredients. Absolutely, Captain Meat. Totally agree. Sam K, the only good one is Coconut Mongozo. Sounds good. I don't think I've tried that one. Edward Linton, some of them are quite nice, but they're not sours and should have been called... They shouldn't have been called sours. You're exactly right. Kenny Joe 7 ASA, $20 super chat. Thank you so very much, Kenny Joe 7 ASA. Have a beer on Kenny and Maureen. Kenny and Maureen, I want to say a massive thank you to you guys in America. Cheers, guys. I will do. I will buy a beer and review it on the channel, or a few beers with that wonderful donation of a super chat. I'll buy a few beers and review them on the channel. Or I'll buy some for the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. West Ham are 1 down. Not having a beer, but thought I'd join in with a couple of glasses of whiskies. Go on, Kai. Monkey Shoulder, any thoughts on it? Never had it. I'm not a whiskey fan either. What is the borderline for the fruit bomb to stop being called a beer? I know, Michael Richards, exactly that. There needs to be more discussion, doesn't there? There needs to be more discussion because these breweries, they need to be held accountable. They need to be held accountable because some of these wonderful Belgian brewers who take like 2 or 3 years brewing a proper sour where it's left to ferment for months or years. And they're proper sours, they're proper, there's a lot of thought and there's a lot of effort gone into brewing these beers. And then you've got these British brewers who are like, oh, this is a modern sour where we empty a carton of mango juice in some vodka or whatever they're doing. It's corner cutting. As far as I'm concerned, it's corner cutting. They're cutting corners. They're not... but some people will just buy it. Some people will just go, okay, I'll pay £4 or whatever. I'll buy that in Tesco. It's corner cutting. Corner cutting. This is why the Reichswald was introduced back in 1516, Jack Pant. Absolutely. Bang on. A lot of these sours are crap. Sam K, they totally are. Big Kev, you're from Scotland. Have you tried any of these Tesco modern sour beers? Pecan is also a word the breweries love to use in a stout description. Love a pecan pie though. What's your favourite pastry from a bakery, Simon? Not had a custard slice for years, but loved them as a kid. Greg's. Remember the Greg's custard slice? You don't see them anymore, do you? A Greg's custard slice. They were blooming great. Probably a custard slice, Big Kev. I used to love them. Or a pecan. Oh yeah, the pecan pie. Oh. I do like a dessert. I do like ice cream. I'm a big ice cream fan. Simon Martin for Prime Minister. How's my weekend been? It's been pretty good. Simon, the supermarkets have to take some of the blame too, as they are creating this market. Captain Meets Avengers. Yeah, totally. Beer brewed by accountants. Totally. Grant Chaps. There's a lot of crap beers out there. Best to watch your review first. Thank you very much, grand chaps. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, I had a couple of comments. Let's get a couple of more of these comments first. Big K, I'm from Glasgow. Right, lots of people talking to one another. Lots of people talking to one another. There he is, Simon Wood. Simon Wood. Right. I'm going to say, I've had a couple of comments recently calling me a beer expert. Now, I would like to very humbly say that I'm just a fan of drinking beer. I'd never call myself an expert. Never. I don't want to be... I keep forgetting it's Thursdays. Simon Wood, cheers, mate. I don't want to be called an expert. I don't see myself as an expert. Yes, I do judging and whatnot, but I'm in it for fun. I'm in this game for the fun of it. The moment if anybody hears me say that I'm a beer expert is the moment that I've got ahead of myself and I need to be taken back a step or two. I just see myself as somebody who enjoys a beer and I give my own personal view out on YouTube. And if people watch my reviews to see which beers to buy and whatnot, then who quit? Then, thank you. Thank you for watching my reviews, appreciating my opinion, and then using my opinion to buy the beers. But I'm not an expert. I'll never ever call myself an expert, ever. You'll never hear me with this mouth say that I'm a beer expert. Never. Simon, I've still got a peach lambic, a raspberry lambic, been in keg 2 years on a Brett IPA, been in keg 13 months, all tasting amazing. I'll leave W, but I bet now that's sour beer. That's great sour beer. That's done properly. Not being tempted by the Vault City sours. You liked this brewery in the past when it was in bottles, but ever since it went into cans, your opinion changed. Big Kev, yeah. It was done a lot cheaply. Some of the Vault City beers in bottles are £10. They're £10 a bottle. They're very interesting. I would say they're nice. Would I spend £10? Oh, I don't know. That's a hard one, isn't it? That's a hard one, The ones in Tesco they're either £3 or £4. I got a funny feeling they're contract brewed. I think somebody else is knocking that stuff out. I don't think it's, I don't know, who knows, but it doesn't taste the same. Them cans of Vault City do not taste the same. It's not the same beer. What sour beer will get me into sour beers? Butcher Benyon. The Magic Beer Shop out in Whitchurch. Buy a bottle of Gueuze Marianne Parfait, if you can find it. Or a bottle of... Is it Duchesse de Bourgogne? Is it Duchesse de Bourgogne? They're wonderful sours. If you want a proper sour beer, get some of that. It's incredible. Duchesse de Bourgogne or the Gueuze Mariage Parfait. It's just wonderful. And it's not that expensive. This is the thing. You go to like the bottle shop and you can pick those beers up for about £3, £4. They're not that expensive. Even though they've been sat in a building for 3 or 4 years, from just doing this thing in the corner, naturally becoming sour. Wonderful. The website Honest Brew is good. They sell a lot of types of beer. Daniel Bale. There's a brewery called Perivale brewing that does an amazing sour. Don't think you can order online. You have to go to the brewery in deepest West London. Cloudwater sours good. Do you know what? the whole year in. I've never had a sour from Cloudwater. I'd love to try a sour from Cloudwater. I bet that stuff is properly sour. I'd love to try that stuff. What's your death row meal? Beer pairing. Sausage and batter with gravy and chips and a pint of ice beer. That would be my, I'd be happy with that. Wow, yeah, job done. Good night. Oh, got some of the Belgian beers from Lidl, the blonde ones, pretty good. Oh, Graham 101. They're right underneath me in the fridge. Do you know what I was thinking? I was just thinking, I got one more Weiss beer. Back of my head. I got one more Weiss beer in the fridge. What am I going to drink after that? Boom! Graham, you've lit. Look, I can see my eyes. It all lit up. You found my next beer. Oh. I got 3 bottles from each pack still left in the beer fridge. Oh. I had a big baguette for tea. I'm burping like crazy. Big baguette, and my wife Mel. Oh, she cooked the most amazing slow cooked chicken casserole. 2 tins of tomatoes and a tin of beans. Chop some carrots, chop some potato, 2 oxo cubes. What else did she do? Chop the chicken breast into large chunks, threw it all in there, put some water in, mixed it all up, put the lid on. She said, I'll be back tonight after work. And I give it a little stir once or twice throughout the day, but I just left it slow cook all day. And oh my goodness me, I bought some baguette. I left Daniel Bale, I went over Asda, because Mel likes the baguettes in Asda. I bought 2 Tiger baguettes in Asda. And a shop, and a big shop. And it was amazing. That slow cook casserole tonight was fabulous. It was really good. Don't tell you, you've got to turn it on. Oh, it's red. No, it was on. It was all fine. Oh, can you imagine? Be sticking it on the stove as soon as you walked in, like trying to boil the hell out of it. Evening, just been out to Miller and Carter. Now I'm on the Stella and Filter Perfect Draft. BJB, I hope you enjoyed. It's my birthday, and I think I'm going because I got a card. I got a voucher card thing to use, so I think I'm going myself on the weekend. BJB, as a person who ordered a chicken burger the last time they went to Miller and Carter, what would you suggest I ordered? I seen all the 90-day, 120-day, all the aging processes on the steak, and I was like, I just didn't know. I was like, I don't know. Is it going to come out all red? I want it well done. Yeah, I'm not the greatest of steak orderers. I just don't have confidence. In I had the steak experience, 10-ounce sirloin was very nice. I'm going to go with that then. BJB, I'm going Sunday. I'm going to go with the steak experience. Ribeye, well done. Get some scallops. Grain-fed sirloin. There we are. That's all I need to know. Bit of confidence. That's all I wanted. Bit of confidence. Bit of like what to do. Have you tried all the Aldi lagers? I tried to, Brandon. Sirloin. Try the Angus ribeye. I think it's called. Nice medium steak. Not too bloody for someone who wants it well done, but has so much taste. Angus ribeye. Whoa. Never eaten a steak myself. Oh God, what's happened? Just tell them to wipe it. Can you imagine that? The waiters are quite posh, aren't they? Waitress are quite fast. Can you imagine? Say, wipe his ass and put it on my plate. Oh, you can imagine, can you? Pink can, Aldi's best can. 49p the whole year in. If you had to drink one beer for the rest of your life, what would you go for? It would be a Weiss beer. Marbling. Cheap lager, stick with a little put bagger for the price. It's a stunning beer. It really is, Captain B. On that note, I'm going for another beer. I am going for another beer. Oh, Big Kev. I watched the Williams match this afternoon. He got annihilated, didn't he? He had red eyes. What's that all about? He had red eyes. Why? It's like he finished his match against Yang Mingtao yesterday at, well, 5:30. Get to your hotel room, get to bed. That's all you got to do. You got a semi-final of the World Championship. And he looked like he'd been out partying all night. 7-1 down. Like, I'm in the semis. I don't know, they've gone like around Sheffield all night drinking. I don't know what's the matter with some people. I don't know. You follow it, you watch it, you have hope. He started off his early matches, he's doing really well. And then the last couple of games, he looks like he's just been on the town. He's just been out on the lash, or I don't know. It annoys me. If I had that privilege, that absolute privilege to get to that level of snooker, I'd be tucking myself into bed at 9 o'clock and just bang sleeping all night long and just filling your boots with energy and your brain, turn your brain back to normal. It really annoyed me this afternoon. I just thought he just looked all red-eyed and like didn't show up. Vocation Toucan Tropic, what a beer from my mother-in-law. Neck of the woods, Hebden Bridge, just picked up a few. Went to the Crucible on Monday evening, great experience. Oh, Cameron, did you? I'd love to. I've just realised I've been watching it on the telly most of my adult life. Even a lot of my childhood, I've been watching snooker. I'd never thought, I should go to the Crucible. I would love to go to the Crucible. Well, hey, hi Simon. What are you drinking, brother? Enjoyed your little video. Cheers. Thanks for watching. I'm about to get another Weiss beer. I'm empty. He tweeted earlier saying he wasn't allowed to talk about why. Something to do with the table being too heavy. It's really Butcher Benny, and I'm like, it's always the same, isn't it? You know, they're saying, Judd Trump, he'd been playing terrible every year at the Crucible, honestly. Last year, Selby just whooped him. He played the best snooker of his life. And you think it always happens. This Yang Mingtao yesterday, he played the snooker of his life, nearly beat Williams. It's like they just switched their game on to play Mark Williams. It just drives me nuts. That guy should have won in his career. He should have won about 6, 7, 8 titles. Should have done. Why hasn't he? I don't know. I don't get a Weiss beer anyway. Oh, God, honestly, that guy playing snooker, I thought if he beats Williams, he goes on to win it. He'll go on to win the World Championship. What a player. What a player he was. Ronnie is the best. The snooker. Simon Wood. Yes, should we do that? Should we hit the... I know, BJ, it's so sad seeing the blade without the K. It is, it really is. Right, 223 likes. Where can we go? 250? Jack Paddy, thank you. He's my favourite as well. Paul, it's 5 beer, German style with beer, very tasty. Can we do 250 likes? Mr. Simon Wood has asked for 250 likes. Hit the like button down below. 250 likes. Let's go for it. 19 likes. 19 likes to go then. 17 likes to go. Come on. 17 likes to go. In London, no, a few weeks ago. Quality was unreal. Come on. Always a red is saying 250 likes, please, team. 15 more likes to go. 15 more likes to go. Let's go then. But you better Henry with my boy back in the day. Oh, what a great snooker player he was. Stephen Henry. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I was a little bit too young for Steve Davis. Sounded awful, didn't it? I was a little bit too young to watch Steve Davis. I just never really kind of... Just before my time. Jimmy White. But I can't believe Jimmy White didn't win a world title. The Whirlwind. They made computer games after him. Can anybody remember the Commodore Amiga? Jimmy White Whirlwind Snooker. And 1985 final. Bring back Big Break without Jim Davis. Jimmy White always bottled this. Philip James, unbelievable. The first round, second rounds, third round, it meant, you'd think, how can he miss? How can he not win a world title? That guy was tremendous. But he did. He did, unfortunately. That he missed the black, didn't he? He missed the black. Simon Wood. I will be away with work and looking after my mum with a broken leg for most of May, so don't worry if I can't get here. Simon Wood, totally understand. Totally understand. I hope Mrs. Wood is going to be okay. Let's have a drink to Simon Wood's mum, Mrs. or Miss, well, Miss Wood. Sorry, it would be, no, it wouldn't be, no. I don't know, I'm cocking up here, and Miss, we'll call her Miss Wood. Mrs. Wood. Hope your leg gets better soon. Cheers. Ray Reardon. I watched a programme on Ray Reardon the other day. He was a man. He won it like 7 times. What I don't understand is there's snooker players, like wartime snooker players, who've won the world championship like 10 times, but they're not regarded as, for some reason, they're not regarded as world snooker championship wins. So they say Stephen Henry's got the record on 7, but Ray Reardon won 7. So did this guy in the board. If you have a look at the board where they come out, he's some guy who won it like 15 years in a row. But she's the winner. Yeah, so sorry, mate. Yeah, I got myself all kind of tied up there. So why hello Paul, how you doing, mate? Why are the older players not recognised as winning so many world championships? I don't understand. Did it become pro? Did it become a pro thing at a certain year with sponsorship and everything else? I don't know. Why isn't Ray Reardon regarded as one of the greatest of all time? Snooker is a TV sport and the older guys don't get recognised. Strange, isn't it? You know, it's strange because they would have gone to work. It would have been even harder for them because they would have had to go and done a day job and then gone to play snooker. Can you imagine that? The snooker players now just turn up and play snooker. That's him. Joe Davis. That's him. Sid Cannon. Thank you very much. Joe Davis won 15, but they were only a handful of players at the time. Ah, right. That's why Joe Davis won 15 world champions. I was thinking, who's this guy? And why wasn't he regarded as the best? So snooker's improved. The players have improved. You think... I'll wrap up snooker in a moment. I'll be as quick as I can, but I love snooker. I really do. You think in the next 20, 30 years, I think the Chinese snooker players are going to fly. I think it's going to be next gen snooker. By the time I'm an old man, touch wood, if I get there, if I get to be an old man, I think there'll be a ton of Chinese snooker players. They love the sport. Love it. No surprise to me that the Ronnie Higgins are still dominant today. I have a theory that social media is to blame. And the current pros in all sport are not as committed professional. Big Kev. It's bonkers, isn't it? Absolutely bonkers. Tony Drago was very good, but had a bad temper. He did! I remember Tony Drago, right? Tony Drago, he's from Malta. He lost a frame of snooker. It was against Ronnie. It was against Ronnie O'Sullivan. It was like 80 points to 0, Ronnie O'Sullivan. And they were about to say, and the frames fit. And he got up. And he carried on playing. Couldn't pop. He was putting Ronnie in snookers. And Ronnie was like, I'm 80 points up. You're not coming back from this. And the guy tried to get under his skin, but he was moody. I remember Tony Drago. He was a moody snooker player. Didn't quite do it, did he? Snooker, bowling, darts. Can't expect all these tavern sports to stay relevant. Jack Bandit. It's a shame, isn't it? It's a real shame, but you're probably right there. Lou Factory. Bill Wermanick's highest break was 5 minutes between pints. I remember they used to drink, didn't they? Yeah, I remember they used to drink. Higgins 3, Ronnie 0. Really? Wow. Jack Paddy, you could remember that as well, can you? When he just annoyed him. He just annoyed Ronnie O'Sullivan. Cameron Ashworth, looking back through all your food reviews and challenges, what would you say was the hottest or most unbearable? Remarkably, and I've not been able to do it since. It was the one where I had to get to level 5. What was that called? It wasn't the Tube of Terror. What was the challenge? Was it Death Nut Challenge? Where I had to get to level 5. Yeah, Liam Mallison. Was it the Death Nut Challenge 2? That was the hardest thing I've ever done. It was the Death Nut Challenge. We're getting, I'm not shaking Ronnie's hand after Ronnie made a century left-handed. Yeah, the Death Nut Challenge 2 was the hardest thing I did because I hit a level that I've never been able to hit since. I got mad. I got really mad. Something kind of took over. I wanted to stop. I wanted to cry. I was in that much pain. I wanted to cry. But I went from like almost slightly feeling sorry to myself to, no, and I did the fourth and the fifth, but boy, did I suffer after that. Boy, I suffered. I properly, and I've never, and because I suffered so much after that, as much as I ate that Carolina Reaper, I've eaten a whole Carolina Reaper pepper. It's on the channel if you want to watch it. And that hurt me too. I felt that going round my intestines. I felt it going round and round. I was like, oh, horrible, horrible, horrible experience. How much I spent on beer in a week, Lewis Williams? I don't count. Honestly, I don't count. I enjoy my life. Not that it, that sounded bad, didn't it? But no, try and enjoy it. Mark Catley with a £5 super chat. Thank you so very much to Mark Catley for the £5 super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your gesture and your absolute great contribution to this channel. Nadia, I couldn't do that. IBS would murder me on my toilet. Irritable bowel syndrome. Yeah. Tuned in to see Simon, but looks like Jack Lee has taken over. Cruise. The Toe of Satan on a live was funny. Oh, I forgot about that one. I forgot about the Toe of Satan. That was horrible. That was our Toe of Satan live. I forgot all about that. Forgot all about him. Gobbing in that bowl. But then, just to carry on my story with, like the Death Nut challenge. 250 likes. Oh, and Mel's coming. Looks like Mel's coming. Oh, thank you. Sam K, having a chat. I forgot the challenges. Watching you try to cook anything always makes my day. Yeah, Captain Me, totally. So, Spice and Easy, YouTube channel, Spice and Easy. They sent me one of their packs. It was a really, really spicy chicken pack. And it was about a month or two, it was maybe a few months after the Death Nut challenge. And I remember starting making the video, showing the powder off, the mix. So I diced some chicken up. I made the video. I remember pouring the powder in the chicken and talking whilst the video was recording. And I remember thinking to myself, I can't do this. I remember very vividly. It was like a switch in my mind. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this to myself again. And I remember, like, I've started the video now, so I might as well carry on. So I put my camera in the normal position after cooking. And I remember having it in this bowl. And like the smell, yeah, the Reaper, it was that. And I remember having one mouthful. And I was like, I can't do this. So the Death Nut, in all honesty, the Death Nut challenge 2 really kind of dented my, like, I just couldn't do it after that. Couldn't do it. So anyway, Daniel Bell's got me some pork scratching that looks wild. It looks crazy. And I remember thinking this morning, I was talking to Daniel Bell, but thinking, looking at this like crazy pork scratching, thinking this is going to be a real effort. This is going to be difficult to do. But I'm going to try my very best to get over whatever it is in my mind that's struggling, or why I'm struggling so much with these spices. Because I know I can do it. I know I can do it because I've done it. £5 super chat from Cameron Ashworth saying cheers for all the content, mate. Cheers. Thank you so very much, Cameron Ashworth. That is a fantastic contribution to the channel. Thank you so very much. Have you stayed in the Brew of Hotel? If you haven't, it's amazing. Jess, I'd like to. Brewdog Hotel. Ah, right. Perhaps I should. There's a line with spicy challenges and food where it goes from pleasure and heat to just pain. BJB, yeah, exactly that. I hit that line. No way, that sucks. There's nothing better than going for a couple of beers with your mates, but a couple of quid on a few games of pool. I'm trying to think the last challenge I did. Rank those pretend sours. I'm trying to think. I think Daniel Bale bought me the... No, I don't think, I know. Last Easter, not this Easter just gone, but the Easter before, Daniel Bale bought me the gummy bear. The gummy bear challenge. And that... I think that was the last spice challenge I did. It's been a year since I did... No. I did not the popcorn, the cheese balls. The cheese ball. I think the cheese balls were the last spice challenge I did. Sober October, there's a challenge, yeah. Toa Terror from Daniel Bale, yeah. I mean, Daniel Bale's been amazing over the years. That's why I don't get the challenges anymore, as it's too much hot sauce. So it can't be done in moderation. Yeah. A shame, really. But I'll have a go at them pork rind, pork scratching. It looks mean. Pork scratching. It was, Daniel. It was. The hot cheese balls were the last. I don't think I finished them. And I think it was like game over, wasn't it? It was almost game over at that stage. The Barry baguette got me. It's the fastest. Johnny Scoville, yeah. That was it, Johnny Scoville, yeah. Did you watch the Netflix documentary on the chili eating contest? Cameron, I'll watch that. I will watch that. Maybe that's a... Do you know... I love the competition. I love the competition at the moment. The competition's driving me on to bigger and better things. There's so much competition out there at the moment. In beer, in food, there is so much. When I first started on YouTube in the UK, it was basically just me. And when I started doing food reviews, junk food reviews, it was basically just me and Food Review UK who started it. Or he kind of started it properly, and then I kind of followed on after that. And then it just exploded. The amount of beer reviewers now on YouTube, the amount of food reviewers now on YouTube is absolutely bonkers. But I think there's only maybe one or two people who would be prepared to go, drag them down the rabbit hole type of thing, the spice challenges. I think there's only one. Spice and Easy will do it. Spice and Easy will do the spice challenges. I know he will, because it's all about his channel. But I don't think there's many others who would kind of do the spice challenges. So maybe that's a thought. That's maybe a live thought here for my channel going forward. With the amount of amazing competition I got at the moment, maybe add some go places where others won't videos, Maybe that's the answer. Get back on the chili bandwagon. Just show that you got that extra kind of 0.2 of a second, or that extra yard if you're a racehorse, or that extra kind of queuing power if you're a snooker player. Just go for it, you know? Just go for it. And it's about making a difference in it, of course. Hot wings between the channels. Quality to beer to Carlin is half the calories, lactic man. The pub game that always worried me was darts. Accurate throwing at the start of the night, but danger zone after the players had 5 points. Yeah, Simon Wood, it is proper danger zone there. I know somebody who's had a dart hit their temple. It's hit their temple and stuck at the side of their head. Well done, Richard Wilson, for picking up the little beers. Ever roll the pickled egg around in a crisp crumbs in a pub? Oh, that's a good one. Habanero beer with Carolina Reaper pork scratchings. Yeah, absolutely, Daniel Bale. Has anyone here drank Birrificio Italio and Tipo Pills Jack Bandit? What a beer that is. Tipo Pills. That is, I've done it. Have a look on the channel. I had it in Leeds about 11 years ago. What a quality beer that is. Tipo Pills. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Marston's Low C. If I will create a beer, it's going to be Truffle Porter. Daniela, cool. I'm enjoying tonight. I'm enjoying the back and forth tonight. I'm enjoying the ideas. Talking about where the channel could go. I'm honest, I'm open about it, you know. What can we do that's different from the rest? I'm enjoying this. It's like a Q&A, isn't it? It's like a salty popcorn's coming lovely, mate. It's coming lovely. It's coming good. I haven't done nothing for a month. Simon, you have a fabulous memory when it comes to the beer back catalogue. Brilliant. Always a red. Thank you very much. Awesome. I'll give the review a watch. Jump band here. It's time for the Stone Crow ESB. Simon Wood, enjoy. Stone the Crows ESB. Hello from the Maldives. Hello, Maldives. How you doing? Does anyone else? Cheers, Simon, when he does a beer review. Just me, maybe. Edward. Lots of people do. I think lots of people do. Cheers. So, you coming to Brew London this year? Richard? Pardon me. I'll be there next week. I will be at Brew London next week. One day, if Simon will allow it, I will do one of the Spice Challenge myself. So you can all laugh at me. Daniel Bale. Daniel Bale, you crack on, mate. Get on. Open a YouTube channel. Do it yourself. You'd have loads of followers. Everyone knows Daniel Bale. Daniel Bale should make a video. Everybody would watch. Everybody would watch Daniel Bale. Because everyone knows him. Everyone knows him from my channel and how generous he's been. I reckon if Daniel Bale opened up a YouTube channel, it would do really, really well. And I would push him. I would support him. I'd promote him. It'd be great. The Daniel Bale Spice Challenge. That's what you should do. Lewis Williams. Yeah, I got some merch. Daniel Bale has put a link up for the merch in the comments box here, the live comments box. Or if you hit the description down below, there's a link to the merch down there, I think, or maybe the join button for the membership is down there. There we are. Captain Meets Adventures saying, I agree, go on Daniel Bale. I reckon he'd do really well. Really well. Get on it. Jack Paddy is saying, do it, Daniel. There we are. Lots of people pushing Daniel Bale because they want him to succeed. They want him to succeed. And isn't that a lovely community we got here? Cameron, did you go to the Manchester Beer Festival last year? Simon was hoping to bump into you or Paul, but didn't see any of you, sadly. Cameron, do you know what I need to do? I need to write a list down on my calendar of all of the dates of all of these wonderful beer festivals. Write them all down and then see if I can go to as many as possible. That would be great. Yeah, no one's here from Joe Biden's dentures, yeah. Go on, Daniel Bell, give it a go. Everybody's commenting saying Daniel Bell should give it a go. Simon Wood's going to go and subscribe to Daniel Bale. There we are. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? I haven't made a YouTube video yet, but he's about to have 1 million subscribers. Go on, Daniel Bale. Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips says, who fancies a trip to Redcar to Rita's Pantry for some amazing beers? That would be super cool. Redcar, where is it? Shouldn't ask that question really, should I? Is it in the Midlands? Is it up north? Is it Norwich way? Ipswich? Let me know. I should know, but I don't get out very much. I should get out more, shouldn't I? Hello, my mate. Knew you would like to have. Oh, Calvin Phillips. That was a much better beer. Much, much better. Do you know what? Calvin Phillips. Oh, and hello, Jane. I can see Jane Irwin's on as well. Hello, Jane Irwin. Calvin Phillips. I don't know why they put them cans into Tesco. Redcar is a famous Parmo. Sam K. I'm not going to repeat that. You love the Parmo. Oh, the chicken Parma. Isn't it like chicken and bacon or something? They're weird things in there. I'd love to try that. Simon, do you think you could maybe do a big meet-up, get together towards the end of summer, early September, as the Crow Flies rebooted? Could do. Parmos are amazing. I've heard of them. What is a Parma? It's chicken, cheese and bacon or something, isn't it? Roy Keane, favourite to be the new his manager. It will end in tears, but if Prince successful 1 year, I'll take it. Right, I got to turn some lights on. It's getting dark. It's getting dark in the Stone Crow. Yay! There we go. We got some lights on at the Stone Crow. What was I going to say? Oh, I can't remember. Parmo is a northeast dish consisting of deep fried breaded chicken, pork or other meat covered with bechamel sauce and cheese and then grilled, typically sold as takeaway food. Sounds good. Parmo sounds really good. Deep fried breaded chicken covered in thick. What's bechamel sauce? Loads of cheese and then grilled so the cheese melts. Michael Richards, yeah. It's funny, isn't it? It's funny. I'd like to talk about this. There's some YouTube channels that just hit the ground running. They hit the ground running, they do really well. They kind of open up, start off, do what they do, and they do really well. And then there's other YouTube channels that have been going for years, like, like myself. And does anyone ever feel like in life that it's almost like a chosen thing? Like you're chosen. Like there's someone chooses whether you're going to become successful or not. Do you ever get the feeling of like a restraint, like someone's kind of restraining your progress? Do you ever get that feeling? Like you haven't made it, not because you're not talented, but because you've just not been chosen to succeed massively. Like, all due respect to some of these channels, they're fabulous, they're really fabulous, but they kind of like, it's almost like they start off a channel for a joke. Bit of a laugh, bit of a joke, and then all of a sudden they're like massive. And it's like, I've been doing this 10 years, like, why is nobody like even like looking? Or is it because it's that kind of chosen? Like for me, I always think if you work really hard, if you work really, really, really hard in life, then you deserve success. If you work 6 or 7 days a week on something, then you deserve success. You deserve what you put in. But life's not like that, is it? Life is just not like that. It just really isn't. I only ever feel restricted when I lived in Ireland, and that was because I'm not Irish, and there is a limit how far they will let you go. Simon Wood. Yeah. Yeah. I have that very thing with being Welsh. Yeah. It's almost like that very same thing. You'll only be let go as far as maybe the answer for me is to move to America. I've thought about this long and hard. If I didn't have kids, honestly, I'd have been in America 5 years ago. Gone, bish bash bosh, bash, sold the house. I'd have been in America 5 years ago. It's a tough one. I get looked at weird at beer festivals by organisers, by festival, I'll never get invited to judge at the super prestigious beer festivals. Like, I've never been asked by camera to judge at GBBF, and I get sometimes 500,000 views a month. And I just wondered if it's just because where I was born. I just want that. It's probably not. But stupid things creep into your mind. Stupid things creep into your mind all the time. It's all about luck, Simon. Luck is the residue of design. Cheers. Thank you very much. €10 super chat by Paul Goggin. Thank you very much. 57,000 subscribers. Do you ever sit back and think that could fill most football stadiums? Doing great stuff, mate. Cameron. Thank you very much, Cameron. Of course. But at the same time, Cameron, I totally know that 57,000 subscribers has been me pushing a bus up a hill. That's me, my dogged desire. 7 days a week, uploading videos 7 days a week, 2 or 3 times a day. My dogged desire. I feel like I've pushed a bus up a hill, dragging a caravan behind me. That's what I feel like I've kind of done, getting this to where it is today. Big Kev, There is always someone less fortunate than you. That's what my parents always said. But yeah, sometimes I look at people I know and think, how are you affording a car? How? Yeah, big Kevin. Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? Well, Paul, I've used a poet line of the Stone Cold Virtual Pub. No one cares if you ask me. It's 21st century. There is snobbery in accents. I'll give you that. Yeah, Rob Corney. I'm loving these recent Thursday Live pub vids as a toolmaker who works continental ships in a northeast car factory. It's nice to have something to join in on a random Thursday. Cheers, everyone. Hello, Rob. Cheers, mate. I'm not sure if you can grab a beer, but cheers. Many channels I've watched over 15 years have been doing great. Then the algorithm, bless them. Then suddenly the algorithm drops and they're finished. It's bonkers, isn't it? Salty popcorn, absolutely bonkers. I remember the algorithm coming in and halving. I was doubling the size of the channel. Every year I was doubling the size of the channel. It was like Bush, 2,000 subscribers, 4,000 subscribers, 8,000 subscribers, and then it just went. The algorithm changed, and it was just, because it goes to 16, 24, 48, 96, 100 and whatever, 296 is that? What's that? Let's just say 170, 182, is it? Then it goes to 400, then it goes to 800,000, then it goes to 1.6 million, then it goes to 3.2 million, then it goes to 6.4 million in the space that I've been doing this channel. Early YouTube. Some of the early YouTubers, if you look at Boogie, Boogie2988, you might have watched the video where the title of the video was Fat Guy Spends £100 on Candy Crush or something. You might have remember that. Or Fat Guy Splash, that video where he jumps in the pool backwards. Some of his very early videos. He was that kind of early generation of YouTubers where they'd have 10, next year they'd have 20, 40, 80, 160. And, he's got 4.1 million subscribers. 4.1 million subscribers, yet he gets about 40,000 views per video, maybe even less. Some of his videos. So yeah, you got to feel for some of these YouTubers. You really got to feel for them. I think the answer is content bashing. I think you got to bash the content to beat the algorithm. You have to bash content out there and maybe just confuse it. It's the algorithm, Simon. Some get lucky, some game it hard work doesn't success. Unfortunately, it's all for you. It's just not. No, Doug, absolutely, Doug. You watching Sue, Simon? You watched, man? Can his hat? Yeah. The Judd Note. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. I am watching it. Yeah, Daniel Bell. I would have too. I would have done exactly the same thing, Daniel Bell. They make actually easy, shareable, and maximum videos. Niche channels never do as well. Yeah, absolutely. Rob, to reply to your early comments, I work 4 days and get 4 days off on my shifts. Love the channel. Your beer reviews got me back into craft beer. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Rob. Cheers, mate. Cheers, everyone. I'm enjoying tonight. I can't believe I'm 2 hours in. I got to an hour. We've had a consistent 181 people tuned in tonight. I got to an hour and I was thinking, at one point, I think you all probably noticed, I was like, oh, it's dropping off. Oh, and everyone's watching the football. I was like a bit, slightly downbeat. And then here we are, 2 hours in, nearly 200 people watching, and we're doing rather well. And I'm nearly 4 beers in. Jane Irwin. I think we lost. In all honesty, Jane, I think we've lost Mel now. We've lost Mel to the Stone Crow. It helped. It used to help me a lot because I could do more toilet breaks. I could stand back. I could have 2 minutes, have a bit of a rest, have a breather. It did help having Mel. I had somebody I could work with, talk to. She would read comments. I could have a wander. But yeah, she's gone. Mel's done. Mel's gone. I like it. I really like doing the Stone Crow. The next day I'm shattered. I'm like, why am I so tired? Why am I so tired? It's just a constant like 4 hours. Like I don't read for 4 hours normally. Normally I like looking at the birds singing in the sky and squawking and looking at the clouds. I'm a bit of a daydreamer, you know, so for me to stand here for 4 hours reading is quite a big ask, you know. But I love it. I really do. And we got another super chat. Simon Wood with a £5 super chat saying a few more out and about videos might help. I really enjoyed seeing Temby again. How about setting up on the beach and doing a review there? Simon Wood. That's a really good super chat. It's not just a really good super chat, but really, really, really interesting. Are we back? It stalled. The series. Simon Wood. Oh, now we're falling off a cliff a little bit. Hopefully people come back. Let's wait for people to come back in before I carry on with my story. 150. Come on, 300 likes. Hit the like button down below. Yes, I do. I have the two. Rocky 1 and Rocky 2. It's back. I remember, Simon, when you did a video about Barry coffee shops taking over from pubs. It was like a mini documentary, really interesting. Michael Richards. Right, we got 150 people back. That'll do. So, yeah, really interesting, Simon Wood. Really interesting super chat. Really interesting question because I put the shirt on. I was saying I'm going out and about and I'm going to make all these videos, and it kind of stalled a little bit. And it's interesting because I wanted to address this and I keep forgetting to address it. I love 10B, egg and a great beer, ice cream, crystals. That will cure everything. Absolutely. I like 10B. It was purely releases. The breweries releasing at the moment is bonkers. The amount of new product coming out. Madry, Heineken Silver, little beer festivals, Tesco releasing new beers. I just haven't had a chance. Honestly, I've wanted to kind of get out and make, because my idea is Barry, Cardiff, Newport, Bristol, Bath, Reading, London, up north, Swindon. I'm trying to do a stepping stone. I'm not very good that way. Swindon, what's next? Oxford, or is that? Oh, I don't know. Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, and all the places in between. And Norfolk and Middlesbrough, you know, Redcar up there. But the releases have been bonkers. It's a lot of imperative to travel around with these beers. Oh, it'd be train. Well, with the beer, it'd be train, so I can drink. And hotel. It would be train and hotel. This is the thing, isn't it? No, Eric, I don't. They just it's just artwork for me. Lad, I went to the snooker with on Monday. Has never seen Ghostbusters, Gremlins, or Top Gun. He's 41 years old, like me. I still can't get over it. He's not seen Ghostbusters, Gremlins, or Top Gun. That's bonkers. Great Western, yeah. I'll be on the train. I'll be boop boop having a drink. So, plan is. So basically, all of these big brewers, I think, are releasing these beers for the summer. Heineken Silver Summer, 4% summer beer. Madri, which I took a lot of stick for. I took a lot of stick on that Madri video. And people were saying that I took a bribe or I took money. Promise you, I bought that beer out of my own money. I went to Tesco, I bought one bottle. It was a bomber bottle of the Madri. I just generally enjoyed it. You know, sometimes in life, you can't win, can you? I mean, I'm just fed up. I'm just fed up of all of these pastry, coconut, blooming chocolate cake stouts, or these non-sour sours. I was just fed up. I was fed up with it all. So I went and bought a bottle of lager, and it's like the world was falling apart. Did anybody see the comments on my Madri video? It was like I was being really sinister. And I was like, I liked it. Just, I'm sorry. And again, I will always say, somebody commented on that video saying, for a beer expert, this video is incorrect. And again, I will never, ever call myself a beer expert. I won't. For that very blooming reason. Because the moment people feel like you cocked up or something, then I'm just going to be humble. I'm not going to call myself a beer expert. But I don't know, there was a lot of comments. Lots of comments on my Madri video saying it should have been a 2 out of 10, not an 8 out of 10. But like Sam K says, I'm just reading his comment there. You know, if you like it, who cares? I just like beer, flavoured beer. I even enjoy Carlin. Take it for what it is. An easy drinking light lager. Matt Williams, you enjoy what you enjoy. When you get into craft beer, it's almost natural that you go, I'm not going to drink lager anymore. You know, this is it for me now. I'm a craft beer drinker. You know, I did it. I did it for years. I did it for years and years and years. Until one day, I started drinking really good German Pilsner. And I never looked back. I never looked back. Really good German Pilsner. It changed my life. The thing is, you give a rating based on what a beer is supposed to be. You can't compare an Imperial Stout with a Camden House Lager. Different audiences, exactly. Simon Wood, exactly. And if you remembered in my video, I said, craft beer drinkers, turn away now. Which, for me, is me saying, this is me saying, you know, this is not for the craft beer audience. This is for your general macro lager audience. This is good for a macro lager. And that was it. You need a weekend away to Brussels, get stuck in and visit some really old breweries. Salty Popcorn, I've been. Brussels is an amazing place. Daniela, lager forever. Yeah, totally. People jump on the bandwagon, started having a decade ago. This Madri, just another after beer and Moretti. Lewis Williams, yeah, it's that too. Of course it is. Lots of comments coming on this. You've got more like Snacks to try. Gremlins 2, I really recommend. A lot of meta humour in it. And yeah, Gremlins 2 is good, really good. An opinion though, in the fact, that's what these people don't understand. David, exactly, it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion, David. I've got a La Trappe quadruple in the cupboard, but I ain't opening it. That's best about it. 2045 bunkers in it. Stephen saying, mate, you are a beer expert. You picked that Maggi beer apart like no other. So thank you very much, Stephen. Thank you very much. Beer is 100% of the person's taste, even if you're a beer expert. Kai, yeah, but I'm not going to call myself a beer expert. Matt Williams, same as me, Si. I just like beer flavour beer. I even enjoy, I got back as far as that, didn't I? Cool. Right. Toilet time for me. Where are we? I start at 7. 2 hours would make it 9. It's 10 past 9, is it? 10 past 9? I need to get a beer out the fridge. And I'm going to go for a wee. Part of why I enjoy watching you, Simon, is your rawness. There's too much over edited and polished content out there. Enough already. I press start. I press stop. Literally, that's it. I press start. I step back. It's beer o'clock. When I'm done, I come in and I go, boom, cheers. Couple of seconds, hold it for a couple of seconds, and then I go, boom, knock it off. And that's it. No editing. I used to do a little bit of editing. I just did a little bit of kind of Casey Neistat flying drones round. Nobody cared. Nobody gave the monkeys. I did a video once where I filmed myself climbing up the side of a rock on a beach. Big blooming rock. On my own. Middle of nowhere. Could have fallen off. Bumped my head. Would have been a goner. Climbed up this rock. Got to the top of this rock. And I grabbed the beer. And then I went, opened it, started reviewing it. I thought, that'll do. People will love that. Reviews would be really good for that. Well, the views would be good for that. Nobody gave the monkeys. Nobody cared. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. It's too much blooming effort. Go back to my press start, press stop. All the cooler skin. The Asda Pilsner. Oh, what's it called? It's in a red can. It's all right. It's from France. It's a French beer. Oh, what's the Asda Pilsner called? It's about £1. It's only £1. Pound a can. People want authenticity. Keep owning your style. Thank you. Steve Jeffrey, thank you so very much for subscribing. Really appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. I've never tried Lowbrow, but I had a perfect draft keg on my kitchen floor. Of it on my kit. Oh, you'll like the Lowbrow. It's good. Train Spotting 20 good. And Jane is listening to Shock the Monkey music. What's the Asda Lager, everyone? Daniel Will, I was drinking it in Tenby. Blue Moon with a slice of orange. I've done it, been there, done it 2 weeks ago. Asda Urquell. Oh, it's in a red can. Oh, I can't remember that. I've reviewed it, it's on the channel. What's best, Simon? Warsteiner or Kronbacher? I haven't been for a wee. I really need a wee. It's very similar. Warsteiner, I think, just about beats Kronbacher. In the days where we have fuel poverty, food banks, we need to think less well off when buying Tesco's 3.50 cans. What video did you climb up a cliff? What's the video called? Snacks to try. Do you know the funny thing? I can't even remember. I remember I got a shot once of a Magic Rock beer where I put the can in shot and there was boats going back and forth. And I sped the video up, so the can stayed still, and you see these little boats flying around in the background. And I thought it looked really cool. I've done one where I put a can in the sand, and it was about 2 minutes away from the tide coming in and washing against the can. I recorded that, 5 minutes on the beach recording, watched the can get knocked about in the waves. 5 minutes, it looked really cool. Nobody giving monkeys. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. So I just went back to my usual, hello again. You know, just nobody was bothered. The beers at my local Aldi are made a local contract brewer. It is like people around the world, pretty cool when you think about it. Right, I'm going for a wee. I gotta go. I'll be back now. Can we do 10 more likes? Can we do 10 more likes for 300 likes? Whilst I go to the toilet, 10 more likes for 300 likes. Let's go. I took the glass in, thinking, no more Vice beer in the fridge. Knocking round, you know your veg drawer? I like a veg drawer. I put my beer in the, drives Mel nuts. Drives Mel nuts. But I use the veg drawer for my beers. So I moved the cabbage, moved the carrots. I was going for some vocation. Divide and conquer. And I picked up 2 cans of Divide and Conquer. Cabbage moved out the way. And there it was. There it was. Another bottle of ice beer. Secret beer under the carrots. Exactly. My secret stash. No one squashes the veg. Ginny. I love the veg drawer. Oh, it's perfect for beer. You can get about 20 bottles, 30 bottles. Yeah, Daniel Bell, she was hiding it for herself. Oh, the Lervig 3 bean stout. Yeah, it's good stuff. Franz is like a weird session budget malted vice. Francis Carner, a weird session budget malted vice. Jan Hope. I mean, I think, in all honesty, I think it's by a massive company. I think if in the small print, if you look, I think it might be even Molson Coors. It's surprising. It's surprising who owns this company. It's not like independent German stuff. It's like Molson Coors or you know, Miller's or whatever. But I love it. I love it. German purity law, see? German purity law. All your Molson Coors, all your big multi-million pound Anheuser-Busch, there we go. They can't touch it. They can't touch the ingredients. They can't put rice in it and all this corn and stuff because there's a purity law in Germany. So up yours, Anheuser-Busch. You can't touch, you might have bought Francis Carner, but there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do to put your corn in there or your rice. And that's the secret. Whether, this might be a debate in its own right. Does Britain need some kind of restraint in terms of beer? Not necessarily as strict as a German purity law, but do we need something? Something that says, it's almost I find it false advertising where you can call it a modern sour. What the blooming hell is a modern sour? When it's not even sour. I think we need some kind of restriction. It'll negatively affect the economy. Yeah, well, yeah, Jack, this is, yeah. Buy some rice beers and also some craft porters. Go on, Vlado. Drinking Oettinger Pils, courtesy of a little, oh, it's beautiful. Oettinger, brilliant Pilsner. Sandro, hey Simon, where did you get that foldable beer opener? It looks cool and I'd like to have one, but I can't find it anywhere. It's B Bar Fly. B Bar Fly. Google it, find one, they're great. I'd say Warsteiner. Modern means synthetic, artificial, avoid. Always a red, yeah. These fruit smoothie beers have crossed the Rubicon. There's a beer called Cross the Rubicon in there. Isn't it made by Oh, that Scottish company. It's owned by tenants. In Crossing the Rubicon, a beer. I'm drinking the new Guinness coffee. Daniel, do you like it? I liked it. I nearly got one out the fridge, and then I found my Vice beer. Do you know what I find amazing? Most likes on the Stone Crow show. Over 1,000. I think 1,200 was our best ever likes on the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Eric, the BBC do as the government tell them. Savo was. Oh, I'm not getting involved in that. Not getting involved in that. Right. I want to touch on the Madry thing. I want to touch on it because I think it's important. So, Madry was a, £20 super chat from Simon Wood. Madry was not a £20 super chat from Simon Wood. Madry is a lager. £20 super chat is something that I'm talking about right now. I want to see ingredients and calories, nutrition on all beers. It is a choice at my age to drink a beer or have a Barry baguette unless I exercise all day. I can't do both. Simon Wood. Perfect. Perfect. Calories. Yeah, exactly. Why can't we see these simple things? If you bought food in the UK, it's law to have that whole calorie lollipop thing going on. Madry was a ingredients in food have to be put on the back of the container by law. By law. Beer. What's beer? We all know what beer is, but there's now a real stretch. There's now a real stretch of imagination. Like, are these beers really beers with the amount of fruit? The amount of fruit that's added to some of these beers, are they really beer? But I want to go back. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate the super chat, Simon Wood. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so very much for your continued support. It is amazing. Thank you. But I want to go on another. I want to go to another subject, and that is this Madry. Right, this Madry is a brand new product. It's made to look like it's been around forever. It's cleverly done. For me, it's an answer to Birra Moretti. Birra Moretti seems to be, the guy. What does he even look like? Has he got like a cigar or something? He looks like some old guy, Italian guy, sitting at the bar enjoying himself. It's a great imagination. It's very clever. Molson Coors, obviously, their new Madry lager, they've gone back at Birra Moretti with this kind of counter thing going on with this Madry lager, which is brand new. It's a brand new beer, made to look like it's been around for years. My question is, these breweries have beers in their back catalogue. They have, what do we say? Anheuser-Busch. Anheuser-Busch, the owners of Franziskaner Weissbier. Why don't companies like Anheuser-Busch heavily, if Anheuser-Busch, and I can guarantee this, I can guarantee it, if Anheuser-Busch marketed, put a couple of £1 million into television and pushing Franziskaner Weissbier to the masses, I can guarantee you it will be a revelation. It will be a revelation to the beer drinking world. This beer beer here for me is terrific. It's a terrific, terrific beer. Fantastic Weiss beer at a great price. Promote. Why are these companies inventing new beers? Why don't they just go back through their back catalogue and look at beers like this and go, do you know what? This would go down a stop. It's different. It's still refreshing, it's still lovely, but it's a completely different beer to what Moretti is. Instead of looking so far forward and competing I think it's narrow-mindedness. It's really narrow-mindedness to bring out a beer just to combat Birra Moretti. These companies should be going, do you know what? I'm going to go over there. I'm going to put millions and millions and millions of pounds into advertising and branding and go over there. And not go next to you, Mr. Birra Moretti, and bring out something called Madrid, but I'm going to bring something out from my back catalogue or our back catalogue and go, boom, have a bit of that. That would sell like hotcakes if it was marketed properly. It is a terrific, terrific beer. Yeah, one of my favourite German Hefeweizens in France. It's great. I missed the Dunkel. Haven't seen it on the shelf in Michigan for a while. Salty popcorn, no ambition. Absolutely. You think? No ambition whatsoever. Haven't they got Budweiser? Yeah, but Budweiser hasn't got a great reputation at the moment. Whoever makes the next best new beer could be the new top beer seller. No, but I also do agree with your point here, Simon. And then Gerald Clack is saying, do I drink beer every day? Gerald Clack, what's your opinion, Gerald Clack? I shouldn't really bite, should I? I will, but I shouldn't really bite. Do I drink beer every day? Instead of concentrating on me as a person, can we concentrate on the message in hand? The question I asked you before you asked me that question. Can we talk about better beers having more marketing dollars spent on them? I'm from Franconia. Every little village has an own brewery here. It's a beer dream. Joe Hansen. I bet it's amazing. Talking about wheat beers, is there rye beers too, where the malt bill is at least 51% rye malt? Oof. Wouldn't that be a bit too much? Gerald Clack, most days. Sorry if there's a bit of confusion there. Are you still drinking Elvis juice? Not had an Elvis juice in ages. Stephen, I feel like what the UK could do is to have like an option. Small label on the bottles that indicates the beer has only water, hops and malt in it. So, and others can drink trash if they want to. Yeah, Stephen, absolutely. And Daniel rates Timothy Taylor's. I just bought a 5-litre keg of Lord's Brewery new lager. Good stuff. It's like a German Pilsner. And then Simon Wood. Here's an idea for a video. Re-reviewing my Stone the Crows 10 out of 10 beers years later. Your tastes have changed and so has the industry. Great to see what you would score them now. Yeah, Gamma Ray. If anybody watches my review of Gamma Ray, Beavertown's Gamma Ray. Another good question, Simon Wood. Thank you very much. If anybody remembers Gamma Ray, I loved it. It was a brilliant beer. It's now owned by Heineken, and they've changed it massively. And it's not such a great beer anymore. So people might be watching my Gamma Ray video going, what's that bloke talking about? And it's a different beer, of course. Hello, Whitey. How you doing? Oh. Yes, it's a Weiss beer. Do you know the problem with that, Simon Wood? Is that I should have started a small database. I should have started a small database of all my 10 out of 10 beers so that I could remember. The point with me is that I can't remember. That's the point. So I couldn't do 10 out of 10s because I don't remember. I should have written it all down. Mild Encores bought into the Saga Brewery back in 2017. Madry is a result of this collaboration, launched UK in October 2019. There we go. Daniel Connor with a very good question. Why do breweries change beers after they bought the company and make them worse? Well, I got no answer to that. Can you imagine? Heineken bought into Beavertown and paid something crazy like £40 million. Can you imagine the meeting? Could you imagine the meeting where they just invested in Beavertown, £40 million, you know? It must have gone something like this. What can we break first? What can we mess up first? Of course, they weren't saying that. They weren't saying that at all. They were saying, can we cut the malt bill? Can we cut the hop bill? Can we stop treating water? Can we save money on marketing? Can we save money in the brewing department? Can we sack Dave, who's been brewing Gamma Ray for the last 5 years, who knows what he's doing? Can we just sack him and employ another brewer who's cheaper and slightly knows what he's doing? Can we do all of these things? And of course, they own the company, so the people at the bottom now have to go, yeah, we'd have to do all of these things. But what they're really saying, but they can't, you know, can you imagine? I'd love to be a fly on the wall. I'd love to be able to go, no, don't do that, you flipping idiots. You absolute buffoons. You've just spent £40 million on a company and you want to break it. You want to wreck it. You want to ruin their reputation. What goes on? What goes on? I tell you what goes on. Boardroom directors. I've seen them. Going to work every day with their 3-piece suits. I've seen it. And you're almost scared to talk to them because you think these people are super intelligent. You know, they own companies. They're super intelligent. They're smartly dressed. You're almost scared to talk to them. But on the other hand, what you don't realise is that generation after generation, these breweries are just handed down to the next generation. So you find out it's not the great people. It's not the great people who make great beer anymore. It's monkeys in suits. It's it's just been handed down. A silver spoon. It's a silver spoon in the mouth, and they carry on wearing the suit, but they got no idea on how to run a company. No idea whatsoever. They got the name. They've got the name. They've got their parents' name or their grandfather's name, Cameron or something, or something, or I'm not going to say the Welsh version because they might be watching, but they get handed these companies in trust, and they just got no idea on how to kind of how to run a company. They just got money. They've just got money. That's all they got. I had a couple of big questions out there which I need to go back to. Bear with me. I have a spreadsheet of the beers I have in stock, so I know if I have enough to last till payday. If there is a real craft beer review, I'll write down the score. Simon Wood. I mean, I need to do that myself, don't I, really? Even with the great marketing, most beers will still be in the Marriott years. Most venues still sell the same old beers. Did you see them serving beer from the drip tray at the fight last week? Andrew Dunn, that's just bonkers, isn't it? They reduce hops, reduce quality. What the bloody hell is going on? To be fair, Camden have managed to stay okay. Yeah, Captain Meat, Camden they've done okay. Have you ever tried Brewdog Blood Orange? I think I tasted it like the horrible sachet when you're hungover. Yeah, no. I've not tried the Blood Orange, no. But yeah, another company gone to the wayside. You can't tell me Brewdog are independent. It's impossible. It's impossible. Eric Grunland said I should do the Stone the Crows Beer Hall of Fame. Breweries buy other breweries, then move production, and that's why the ales change taste. Maybe as a result of the original brewery using its own well. Chris Sabe, absolutely, totally agree. Rob Patterson says to make money surely. The cheaper they can brew the beer, the cheaper they can sell it, the more money they can make. The majority of consumers take the price into consideration more than anything. Yeah, I know that, but I'm pretty sure Beavertown were doing okay before they got bought out. They must have been making money, otherwise they wouldn't have been able to sell it for 40 million quid. John Band says the Beavertown 440 cans are rubbish in Sainsbury's. Don't bother. The suits are evil. Yeah. 53 Noah said he's missed something. It sounds exciting. All the gear, no idea. John Band, yeah. This is like when BMW bought the Mini. In came the clipboards and stopwatches. Yeah, Simon Wood, you're so right. So right. Clipboards and stopwatches, yeah. Like, sack me. I'm not going to do what you tell me to do. I'm not going to make rubbish cars anymore. I'm not going to do that. If you want to sack me for taking pride in my job, go ahead. But you can click that stopwatch as much as you want. That's what I'd say to these people. That's why I've lost so many jobs. There's not enough people like me. They produce tasteless cheap beer because they do not produce for beer lovers, but whole world who do not even like beer. They only want something smashable to drink. Less resources, more money. Vlado, you're totally right. It's sad, isn't it? It's sad. Please review Greener Heathen by Northern Monk. Got it in my hand now. It's a weird one. Adam, where can I find it? Is it their website or is it in a shop? Darren was in Prague last week and found a craft bottle shop full of US and omnipotent imports, but the UK beers were Brewdog. I had to tell the shopkeeper that it's not a good beer. Darren, isn't it mad? Darren, I'm not being funny, Darren, but if I went to Prague, I would not be drinking American beer. I would not be drinking UK beer. Isn't it funny? Places in the world that have the most amazing pilsners want to drink. I find it strange. I find it really strange. I'd love to go to Prague just to drink Pilsner all day long. Pilsner, Pilsner, Pilsner. Give me some weird side street brewery Pilsner that have got a great rating on Untapped over these. I've fallen out of love. I've fallen out of love with these mango lemon smoothie beers at the moment. I really have. We've lost our way a little bit. Live in Burton-on-Trent, home of beer, but not the same as years ago. Money, all the way. Steve, Burton-on-Trent, it's a tragedy. Tragedy, it really is. Just got in from a bit of food with the family, and it sounds like I missed an interesting evening. Mark Jones Gibbon, no, it's been okay, mate. It's been pretty good. Mark Jones Gibbon. John Band says we need to keep the likes of Verdun, Vocation and Black Flag alive. We surely do. Prague has good craft brewery called Siberia, says Darren Skiro. Drinking Pilsner Urquell right now on can. Doesn't really live up to its reputation of the original Pilsner, I think. Bad for better Czech Pilsners. Eric Grunland, I mean, I've had the unfiltered. Yeah, it's Miller Coors, isn't it? Timothy Taylor's Cook Lane IPA is outstanding. If you see it, buy it. Daniel Con, I definitely will. Jan's, what's wrong with mango milk lager beer? I like your sense of humour, Jan. The bigger the brewery gets, the worse the beer gets. Small breweries make great beer. But yes, 53 North. 53 North, you are totally right. On a brighter note, the little Belgian beers were great. Who enjoyed the little Belgian beers? Why is Belgium known for chocolate? Belgian beer. Belgian beer is superb. Absolutely superb. It really is. Those beers in Lidl for the price were outstanding. Longling! I haven't seen you for a while, mate. How are you doing, Longling? I was in Belgium this Easter. Longling was in, oh, what a fantastic place. Simon, Little Loot, great shout. Cheers. Jan Hope, honestly, the Loot, wasn't they fabulous? Fabulous beer, the Loot. Oh, it was terrific. Really good. And it was, like flipping £7.99, 8 quid. There's £2 a bottle? £2 a bottle. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding beer. £6.99. So off the top of my head, £1.80. £1.80 a bottle. Incredible nectar. Incredible nectar for your money. It really is. Really is. The problem with beer in the UK is it's a dirty word. In Germany, the people are proud of their brewing heritage. like the Karen tree. It's all but gone. Do you know why it's a dirty word? Captain Meets Adventures. Because they have to justify their taxation. They have to justify the taxation by saying it's bad for you. We need to tax you to the hilt because it's bad for you. Coca-Cola, mind you. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, on we go, Monster, all your Red Bulls, all your energy drinks. Have you seen the back of a can of an energy drink? Have you tried to understand and read what's on the back of a can of an energy drink? Yeah, a good beer with malt, barley, hops, yeast and water is taxed to the hilt. They want you to think it's evil so they can tax you to the high hell. Lots of brilliant beer in the UK, just know where to look and pay the right price. 53 knots, there's plenty. There's plenty of good beer in the UK. Sam K, bang on. How is Monster and better than beer? Or McDonald's and KFC? Taxation. They need to make it sound bad so they can tax you. Okay, I'm not a person with headaches, so I remember only like 2 in a lifetime. They do have sugar tax, to be fair, but still not as much as a pint. Daniel. Absolutely, says Rob. Any new Perfect Draft reviews? Luke, coming soon. £2.30 for a can of Red Bull. What? Blow my neck, I thought it'd be about 50p. Disgusting. Oof. Mind you, they have to pay for their cars on the track, don't they? Their race cars, their hot air balloons, their aeroplanes. The best beers in the UK and sold on shops. You can find them in pubs. Says Daniel. Electronica says, when the missus gets in from work tomorrow, I'll hand her a slice of pizza and a loot. Brilliant. Fantastic. Does seem like Pilsner Unpasteurized is released on can internationally. Bernard, in comparison, have all their beers unpasteurized, I think. Alcohol makes you live longer. Look at all the people living to live into their 90s. Further swearing by beer and other alcohols. Best hops from the US and New Zealand. Brewed best in the UK, says John Bance. My next collab should be an isotonic caffeine lager, says Always a Red. Simon Wood, don't forget Red Bull needs to protect... oh, yeah, that's Simon Wood, yeah. And Yoss the boss. Not allowed near his girlfriend or wife. Not allowed near her. Restraining order, apparently. But Starter Pravin in my local working men's club is only £2.50. Found it more expensive in some bars in Prague. And the breweries just across the river. Wow. Darren, that's insane. Pubs up north only sell the basics, says Kai. Oh, I don't know. If you look hard, there's some wicked pubs up in Leeds. 53 North is bored of seeing New England IPA. Need WCIP revival. West Coast IPA. I like a West Coast. Board Jupiler for the perfect draft. Have to say it's brilliant for a hot summer's day in the garden. Minimum price input alcohol unit tax in Wales. Oh, don't get me started on Wales. Don't get me. We are the guinea pig. The guinea pig of the UK, Wales. If you want to ever see a guinea pig, look at Wales right now. Do you want to know who introduced the 5p bag tax? Look no further than Wales. It was trialled in Wales on our 2.5 million guinea pigs. If you want to know where your 50-mile-an-hour speed limits come from, average speed checks, look no further than Newport in South Wales. And then it gets rolled out. We are the guinea pigs of the UK. We really have. Honestly, it's so tough for me. It's so tough to talk because at the same time, I love my country. At the same time, I love my country. I follow Cardiff City. I watch Mark Williams in the snooker. I'm very proud of the flag. I'm very proud of it all. But at the same time, we are... I can see it a mile away. I can see it. People don't see it. People don't see it. Guinea pigs. Guinea pigs. The dragon has been unleashed. probably the Francis Cana has released me. If I had a time machine, no, that's wrong, isn't it? That means I would never have kids. If I didn't have kids in school, if anyone settled, if everything, I'd be gone. Absolutely gone. I would turn my back and walk as far as I bloody well could. Not that I don't love my country. But I don't like the fact that we're guinea pigged upon. I don't like the fact that we're trialled upon with road 50-mile-an-hour road things and minimum alcohol taxes and Mark Drakeford is enough for me to want to leave my country. That man is a maniac. Absolute maniac. I see it, mate, but going mad won't change it. So all we can do is let it go. Mark Jones Gibbon. Yeah, I suppose. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Will you be live streaming from Brew London? Loved the stream last year. Lewis, we are. What I would like to say, hello from Spain. Now you're just teasing me. You are just teasing me now, aren't you? Oh, good God. Oh, dear. If this will not get banned, here's a... know a lot about HGV drivers who hate Wales for the 50-mile-an-hour limit. Kai, it's unbelievable. Miles of it. Miles. There's no justification. There's no justification at all other than we're just being trialled upon. It's a trial. Will it work in the rest of the UK? Let's see if it works in Wales first. You wouldn't be singing that song if you didn't. Yeah. Oh, they built a couple of new schools in Barry, where I live. A couple of state-of-the-art schools, and the kids are doing well. I just hope all the grains of sand don't travel through the jar. You know? Before I really want to do what I want to do. That's the trouble. Time. It's them grains of sand are continuously falling through your time thing, and you know, I don't resent it. Absolutely do not resent it whatsoever. But there's a certain, I've got to be really careful, haven't I? Time waits for no man. Exactly. I've got to be really careful here because schooling, it's important. It's important. It's important I remain a rock for my family, dependent rock, reliable, dependent, all of those lovely words, yeah? But inside, I want to go mad. Inside, I'm ready to go mad and explore the world. And I want to go to Thailand and Japan and America and China and all these wonderful places. You know, I want to get out, go and see the world. Go and see the world and drink all the beer and eat all the food and put it all on YouTube. But I can't quite do it yet, you know? I can't quite do it yet. And guys, I must go. I've had a great night here with you all. Simon Wood, amazing. I don't know what the time is actually. Is it half? 60, 120. We're 3 hours in. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. 50 mile an hour is 8 o'clock. We get 90 where I live. You haven't got to be careful. You can say exactly what you want to say. If you want to do all those things, make sure that you do. Look after yourself. Why? I know it's Daniela, thank you all. Yeah, lots of people going to bed now, I think. Great night, Sam K. You haven't got to be careful. You can say exactly what. Yeah. John Bance, thank you very much. It's a funny thing. It's a funny thing, isn't it? Because, do you know, I'm going to say it again. I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. Cheers, Jack Paddy. Scotland is a beautiful place, Simon. However, it's a poor place to live. Very little to do outside Glasgow and Edinburgh. Hello from Spain. I'm Spanish. Have you tasted any Spanish craft beer? I've been to Catalan. I had a time with in the Barcelona area drinking lots of good beer. It was great. Working continentals, I forget. It's a Thursday for most. It's a work day. I'm here to the end. But good night to all who have to work. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, I can't remember what I was going to say now. It's really important as well. I'm just going to get out and do what I do. I'm just going to get out. Tomorrow, 5 a.m. Brian. Go on, Brian. You're still here, mate. You're still here. Simon, have you watched Slow Horses on Apple TV? What a show. And Gary Oldman is off the scale in it. I'll have to watch it. Look after yourself, so make sure you do all these bloody things you want to do. Garage Beer Co. are great, yeah. Enjoying a Creamy Springs Keller beer. Keep it up, Simon. Legend and best in the game. Thank you very much, 53 North. Really enjoy it. Thank you. Eric Grunland. A relativity in this, a relativity, because I think when they move out, I mean, you still want to visit and you still want to, like, I moved I bought a house. This is the thing. I remember what I wanted to say. Youth is wasted on the young. Youth really is wasted on the young. But do you know the problem is? The problem is that you're skint. When you're young, you're skint. You can't do all the things you want to do. I take you around Bangkok one day. I'd love to go and see Bangkok. One of my favourite places to go and see. Thailand. I'd love to go and see Thailand. My goodness me. I wouldn't come out of the place. I'd be stuck there forever. Stuck in Thailand forever. But when you're young, you don't have any money. So it's almost like you... Ken Hogg, £2 super chat, €2 super chat. Great night. Having an old speckled hen. Well done, Ken Hogg. You almost like you meet a girl, everything's great, you know, you have kids, and I'm not saying nothing wrong. I want to take my family on vacation to America. Saw Lizard, it'd be amazing. You have the kids, you end up, you know, you're buying your house, you're doing all the great things, all the things you should be doing. Been over 40 times in Thailand, love it. Own an apartment there. Oh, Longling, wow, that's amazing. Simon, anytime you want to come down the south of England, you are welcome to our craft bars. John Bance, that'd be amazing. You'd have to watch your friend. Japan, Thailand, that's a bit of me too, Simon. One day, when the kids have flown the nest, hey, get yourself up to Leeds again soon, George Clark. Simon, my dad goes to India in terms of work and he really recommended it to me. Delhi sounds like a good place to visit. You don't have to be careful with what you're saying. Yeah, I read that, yeah. I think you all know where I'm coming from. I'm at the age now. I am at the age now where I spent years and years paying a mortgage, years and years working, years and years bringing up kids, years and years doing the right thing. That's the blooming thing. John Bance, £10 super chat. Thank you so very much for the £10 super chat. I really appreciate it. I've been Mr. Reliable for forever. Mr. I'll eat my breakfast. These are my kids. They'll eat their breakfast. They'll put their plate on the side. And unknowingly, without any thought, I'll put their bowl in the dishwasher. I'll put their spoons in the dishwasher. I feel like I'm always like, it's only recently, the last year or two, where I've been like, this is really getting on my tits now. This is really annoying me now. Hey Travis, how's it going, man? How's it going? This is really starting to grind now. This is like I'm not going to write that. Reply to that one. JWB2304. You should be that. But don't expect economical success. Yeah. I'm nearly there. This is the point I'm trying to make. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly to the point that Molly's going to be 15 any minute now. Annabelle's going to be 12 any minute now. I've got a 20-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. So I've been there. I've done it already. I'm about over my kids at home too. They're 18 and 21. Travis, honestly, Travis, I mean, I'll talk to you about it. I'll talk to anyone about it. But there comes a point, doesn't it, where you're like, it's almost like you want the reins back. You want the reins back. You want to go mad. You want to just go just do mad things before you're like too old and you can't do it. Like travel all over the world. Travel all over the world, all over the place. I want to see everything. I want to see the Great Wall of China. I want to see all of it, all of it. Simon, you're literally like 10 years younger than me. You ain't old, dude, but when the kids leave the nest, you will miss it. Enjoy your life. Jane Irwin. See, my dad says that to me. My dad says that to me, he really does. My dad says to me, there's a hole in my life when the kids have left home. When you guys have left home. He said there's a hole. There's like that responsible person that I had to be, going to the school meetings and taking the kids back and forth to school and doing all these things. He said all of a sudden it goes away and there's like a void, a hole. But I want to fill that hole. Whereas my dad has gone, oh, there's a hole. He's not thinking like Great Wall of China, Bangkok. I mean, who came up with that word? Who came up with the name of that place? Bangkok. Gee, I mean, blimey. I want to go to Bangkok. I want to go to Bangkok all day long, you know? I want to see all of it. I want to see the whole thing, the whole shebang. All of it. Steve Jeffrey, wish you knew then what you knew now. My goodness me. If I was 15 again, I'd be a multi-millionaire by now. Jack Bead, £5 super chat. Just enjoying a galley on the crabs at the moment, Simon. Enjoy a drink on me this week. Cheers, Jack Mead. Thank you so very much for the £5 super chat. Simon, being of that slightly young age in my 20s, when your kids grow to just slightly younger than me, you can do the things you want with or without them and have a great time. If you take them or not, Kai, thank you very much. Careful what you're saying, Simon. Jack Paddy, I thought you were going, mate. Well, you know, I said Bangkok. Bangkok. I'm on about the place. Who made that name? Amazing name for a city. Amazing. Does anybody here love Hogarden? Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I had to stay for this, Jack Parry. Right. As I am 192 minutes in, what are we now? 10:15. Next blade, Keg Benjamin. Benjamin, next play. I'm gonna get the vice. I'm gonna get another vice beer. I think for my birthday, another vice beer. 43. Patience of a saint. Patience of a saint. Right, I need a wee. I'm out of beer. I'm gonna say thank you all so very much for your fantastic contributions tonight. Wow, thank you very much. Simon, I've been to Bangkok, China. Have you, Lewis? I'd love to go. I'd love to go and see the sights. See them wonderful mountains. Jane Owen, no, it's my birthday on Sunday. Birthday on Sunday, Jane. Who discovered Barry? Was a bloke called Barry? Probably. Thank you for the honest talk. See you next week. Good night all. Daniela. Honestly, good night. Good night. Good night. See you, Simon. Good night. Happy birthday. Birthday Sunday, mate. Thank you very much, Trav. Cheers, great night. Why you concentrate on the convo, it flows. Yeah, evening. Darren, excellent night. Cheers. Everyone's saying thank you very much. Thank you. Stone the Crows. Boom. Cheers.